Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Colts fans. We're back here at Progress Campus at the Colts pitch for some more playoff action, right? This is the round of 8, the quarterfinals. The Colts, they passed through the round of 16, beating the St. Lawrence Surge in a score of 7-0, while the Humber Hawks actually were able to take on the Niagara Knights in a score of 2-1, a very close match, and both teams made to the next round. As both teams are now getting ready to come in the pitch and start this very, very exciting soccer game, I'd say. We got Jack Middleton announced the All-Stars and rookies who were nominated within the OCAA awards. And, with that being said, my name is Pedro Casalado. Jack Middleton is joining me in a few for us to watch together this very, very thrilling soccer game. We'll be back in a bit.
The playing of our national anthem. Introducing first the starting 11 for the visiting Humber Hawks, coached by Jose Caro. Number 3, Antonia Gatti. Number 6, Cassie Ator. Number 8, Emily Robitaille. Number 9, Caitlin Russell. Number 13, Doreen Anon Fediaco. Number 14, Haley Lewis. Number 16, Khalees Callender. Number 17, Chantal Spala. Number 18, Alyssa Frega. Number 21, Rosie Nichols. And then next for the Humber Hawks, number 99, Angela Volpe. And now the starting lineup for your Centennial Colts, coached by Rich Hurst. At forward, number 18, Natalia Castiello. Also at forward, number 15, Vanessa Lima. Forward, number 13, Miley Duckup. In the midfield, number 20, Sydney Frazier. Also in the midfield, number 9, Serena McDonald. Also in the midfield, number 12, Elizabeth Mayoni. At left back, number 21, Simone Christie. At right back, number 8, Alicia Davila. At center back, wearing number 19, Eldina Hoare. Also at center back, wearing number 4, your captain, Emily Collins. And in net for your Centennial Colts, wearing number 27, Jordan Crone Swift.
And we're all set for today's match. Beginning of the quarterfinals about to kick off. Just a little bit of context in this league right now. The winner of this game will take on Redeemer in the round of 4, right? The Outdoor Soccer Championships. Redeemer is already clinched. So as Seneca on the other side of the brackets, is just waiting for the winner between Sheridan and Durham. So only the top clubs in the province are left. This game today could very well be a final. So, which just proves the quality of this league, right? We wait for a very, very exciting soccer game for today. A bunch of talented players on both sides, and matchups that are very, very interesting. We'll go deeper on it throughout the game, but they're both teams that are able to take on each other and explore each other's weaknesses. It's something very interesting, something that we haven't seen a lot in the East Division when the Colts played here at home. But today's it will be something different. It will be a very, very good game decided in the very, very small details. As Vanessa Lima is getting ready for kickoff, Jack Middleton is joining me right now. And Jack,
how's it going, everybody? I'm winded. I'm not gonna lie to you. We got a whole lot of things going on today. We just finished up a men's and women's basketball game against Seneca Sting. A quick turnover to the women's soccer game here for quarterfinal action. We're going to start the play-by-play with Sydney Frazier in the midfield. She'll play it to Vanessa Lima. A quick pass back to Frazier. Frazier looking for an option. Kickoff comes back onside. Finds Sydney Frazier. That is onside. Frazier battles with the Hawks. As the Hawks, it'll go off of Sydney Frazier's leg and out of bounds.
great pickup by Elizabeth Mayoni there. Not able to keep that one in bound, though. Very, very interesting matchup today. Humber finished 6th in regular season with a record of 4-5-1, which is something unusual. We're not very used to seeing Humber struggling that much in the regular season. They are usually able to host both of rounds of playoffs. But it was different this year, right? It's the first time in a while they're coming into the Colts pitch, and we'll see how it goes. They've been playing as the away team since the beginning of playoffs, and we all know that they are a playoff team. They do play very well when things get a little, when they are demanded more.
Yeah, you know, they're kind of an anomaly, to be honest with you, in the OCAA. A 4-5-1 record, like you said, coming into this. But their goal differential shows something a lot different than that. You know, their goal differential in the regular seasons, 20 goals for, 9 goals against, a plus 11 goal differential, but a negative record, as there's a penalty there awarded, and a free kick will go to the Colts. Yeah, like I was saying, a plus 11 goal differential. This team, when they win big, 7-8-0, but when their losses are always 1-goal games, so we're looking to see a very good matchup between the Colts and the Hawks today.
Yeah, I was talking to the head coach from Humber before this game, Jose Caro, and he did say the 4 losses they had in the beginning of the season, it was just a matter of a tight score. Right? It was just something that didn't really represent how they performed. And after those 4 first rounds, they kind of like clicked and then found their pace into the league. And so things are getting a little better for them. And as we know, they are a very strong team, right? Defending silver medalists, and it's just not a simple team, like a simple playoff team, right? It's not their first time here. They know what they're doing. They know what they came here for, and it's going to be very interesting to watch those 2 teams playing each other.
I mean, we said it last week with the St. Lawrence Surge. I know you weren't here, Pedro, but it's playoff soccer. Anything can happen, right? Anybody can beat anybody at any specific time, especially when you get deeper into playoffs right here, like a quarterfinal matchup as we're seeing here today. So anything can happen. The Hawks are a very potent team on offense. As you see Betty Acko playing one into the box. That's 2 nickels up there, but a good play by Simone Christie will just kick it out, and it'll be a throw-in for the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, Bediako, one of the second-team All-Stars in this Humber squad, right? Humber was able to put 3 players in the second-team All-Star, also 1 in the rookie team, as the Colts clinched 3 players in the first team and 3 players on the second team, as awarded earlier today by you. We got Emily Cullen, Vanessa Lima, and Sydney Fraser in the first-team All-Star, as well as Elizabeth Mayoni, Miley DeKoff, and Jordan Cronsley in the second-team All-Star. And a shout-out to Sydney Fraser. What a season. First-team All-Star and all-rookie team. That's something we don't see all the time, right? First-team All-Star, a rookie in the first-team All-Star team. It's something pretty cool to see.
Yeah, she's been really composed in the middle of the field. Great ball pressure. She's relentless when the ball isn't on her feet. Very deserving of that all-rookie team as well as that first-team All-Star. But somebody I wanted to talk about was Jordan Crone-Slate, somebody who hasn't had an outdoor All-Star achievement yet in her career here at Centennial College. 3 years here, hasn't had one, but has been the backbone, I guess.
Yeah, Jordan
for the Colts.
Was awarded an All-Star in indoor already, right after that amazing season she had. And now getting recognized in the outdoor season as well is something really cool to watch. Really cool to see how Coach Rich's job is reflecting on the players.
Absolutely. Something we haven't mentioned yet, but we talked about Vanessa Lima as a first-team All-Star, but it doesn't stop there for Lima. She gets recognized by the CCAA as well. She's an All-Canadian for Vanessa Lima, so a good achievement there for Lima. We talked a bit last week about Lima and how good she is with the ball. She's just so magical when she touches the ball. And probably a reason why the CCAA has awarded her that All-Canadian.
Yeah, I've said that, and I say it again. Lima likes to give everyone a good show.
That's a good way of putting it. As we're into the 5th minute, and I'm not sure we've talked a whole lot about the game so far. The Humber Hawks have it in the offensive side, but a turnover played well by McDonald to keep possession. It's Elizabeth Mayoni with the ball. Mayoni looking for an option, finally finds one in Simone Christie. Christie finds Natalia Cassiello in the midfield, but a good play there by the Hawks defender. Tough to see their numbers. It's only on their back. So
that was
try and figure out who that is.
Number 6 in the Hawks squad was Cassia Torrey.
Well, thank you for that. It's very difficult to tell.
Yeah, a little.
Back. The Hawks take an early shot. Played a little bit cautiously by Jordan Crone-Slate, but she handles it well.
That is a very tricky one coming from afar. That ball floats so much. The type of shot that when you just catch like right in the middle, you make contact right in the middle of the ball floats a lot. It's really easy to lose the end of it.
Especially where that ball bounced. That ball bounced right at her feet. She's trying to play it with her body. That's a tough little shot there to open the game, but handles it well, and it keeps it tied here at 0 as the Humber Hawks try a through ball. That goes to Callender. Callender takes a shot just off the side of the foot. It'll go over the fence here at Colts pitch, and we'll have a goal kick for Crone-Slate.
Callender did not get a good contact on that shot. A very dangerous attempt by the Hawks right now, and seem to be pushing the Colts a little more than they're used to.
Yeah, the Colts not normally pushed back like this so early on in the game. They're a very offensive team, but of course that defensive line has stayed steady and strong all year long. So they're not used to it, but they're very comfortable with playing defense the way they are.
Yeah, they are a team that they're able to control the ball very well. Right, they're very patient. We've seen that happening throughout the whole season, especially against the teams and the stronger teams in the East. It's something pretty cool to watch the patience. It's actually, I'm excited to see how they're going to do against the Hawks, because the Hawks are indeed a very, very attacking oriented team, right? They did get scored 9 times. They have 9 goals against, and as the Colts have just 5, so 2 quite opposite teams, right?
Yeah, hopefully it should be a good game. That's about wraps up what I was trying to say there. I couldn't get the words out of my mouth, but it doesn't matter. We go back to play-by-play. It was Serene McDonald a turnover as the Hawks turn it back the other way. That is Gatti. Plays it along the wing to Nichols. Nichols tries to make a move, a good play there by Simone Christie. The Colts tried to turn it back the other way, but Gatti picks it back off. The Hawks turn it back around. That goes to the close side here. That's to Callender. Callender playing with it. A long shot on goal. Crone Slate with a diving save.
Yeah, very good ball control by Callender right there. Very impressive. Was able to keep that ball on the ground and go for a dangerous shot once again.
Aldino Horn plays it over to Alicia DeVellis. DeVellis being pressured by Callender. Plays it to Horn. Horn now stuck in the corner and is just forced to kick it out. It'll be a throw-in for the Humber Hawks. Throw-in for the Hawks will go to number 17. That's Chantel Swalla. Swalla with the throw, a good one. Over the head of Bediako, though. As the Colts try to turn it back the other way, Lima gets beat there by Lewis. Lewis keeps running, but DeVillis tries to cut her off, can't. Lewis just tries to keep the ball in, unable to do so. It'll be a goal kick for the Colts.
You'll see something happening here with the Colts that they're really not used to. They're probably expecting, but easier said than done, is to hold the ball when you've got a lot of pressure on your team, right? The Colts were not really able to take the ball with a bit of danger throughout this first 10 minutes at least to the attacking side of the pitch. So it's quite an unusual situation for them.
Yeah, something they're not used to, like we said, getting a whole lot of pressure. And in this Eastern Conference that they do play in, you really don't see a whole lot of pressure, a lot more defensive systems, despite maybe playing people like the Seneca Sting, who have, I believe, moved on to the next round. So they'll move on and I believe they will host the Final Four if they did move on. So we'll get all those scores. We'll get an out-of-town scoreboard for you eventually. Not on the stream. I didn't mean. Leo Solar Sano, our producer, is shaking his head at me like I meant he was going to put it up on the stream. I don't believe we've got that ability yet. So we'll just tell you the scores. How's that, Leo? Callender with the pickoff with the cough. Plays it very well. Gets the ball back for the Colts. Plays it into the midfield to Mayoni. She's got tons of space and tries to use it. A through ball trying to hit Casiello. She is waved offside as she's kind of rolled over there, but the flag goes up before that penalty on Casiello. So it'll be offside.
Yeah, Jack, just to confirm here, Seneca did guarantee their spot in the Final Four after beating the Mohawk 3-1, as well as Redeemer beating Cambridge 3-0. So, as I said, the winner of this game will take on the Redeemer Royals, while the winner of between Sheridan and Durham will take on Seneca.
Yeah, that goes on later tonight. A 6:30 start at Vassal Field in Oshawa, so we'll keep you up to date when that game gets going. But like you said, both one seeds, the Seneca Sting and the Redeemer Royals, both winning and moving forward. There was a chance that the Colts were to be hosting the Final Four if the Seneca Sting were to have lost there to the Mountaineers, but they didn't. So the Sting will host the Final Four, meaning that the winner of this game will head to Newnham campus to play that semifinal game. A little head-to-head contact between Bediako and Lima. The ref is unsure. It's a head injury. He finally blows it down. Lima takes the ball. I believe Bediako as well as Lima collide heads there. The ref is going to whistle that down.
Yeah, tough play. I do see why the ref did not stop the game. The contact was a little hard to identify, but Lima seems to be on the ground with a little bit of discomfort right there. So the ref was actually forced to stop the game. Lima apparently is going.
Lima's a trooper, but it's a head injury, so the ATs definitely do have to pull her off the field, just for precautionary reasons. Just that contact didn't look as big as it probably could have been. So,
when it got hit close to the eye there, it's a little bit of pain. It's also a chance of bleeding. So not really cool. You're not able to stay on the field if you're bleeding.
Yeah, you look to the Colts athletic therapy staff.
And coming in for Vanessa Lima, we got Annabelle Dion, the rookie, filling in while Lima gets medical attention.
Hopefully Lima's all right, as well as Bediako. Bediako is up and playing, so none the worse for wear there for Bediako. The ball played to Callender. A good ball control again. As I say that, gets over the back line of the Colts. Crone Slate comes out as far as she's able to in her box to grab that and stop the Humber attack. The Colts put it back into play very quickly. Cullen to Horn, back to Cullen as she has space finally. She's looking for a through ball and gets it. The powerful kick from Cullen, played down by Cassiello. Cassiello's got a little bit of room, plays another through ball, but picked off there by Bediako, and she'll turn it back the other way. A tough contact there between Cassiello and Bediako. Cassiello was going to get the yellow card there.
Yeah, that was for sure deserved. I think she lost the timing of it, and after Bediako passed that ball, she was still going for that tackle. So yellow card. Natalia Cassiello, usually a very energetic player, gotta be cautious now because a yellow card 13 minutes through the game is something you're really not looking to get.
That was a little bit of a dangerous attempt there to get the ball. The ball had already disappeared, but Cassiello was in the air to try and grab that ball. A yellow card for Cassiello. The Hawks look to put the ball back into play. For the Hawks, that kick was Haley Lewis. She played it out to the side to Robitaille. She tries to get it up to Callender. Played well by the Colts. As the ball gets turned over, Frazier back to McDonald to Mayoni. And as Mayoni normally does, just looking to find anybody on the back line. DeVillis plays it to Horn and she'll just boot it away. Over the head of Bediako as Dion looking to get there. And Bediako, I was going to say a hard tackle by Bediako, but that call is actually going to go the way of the Humber Hawks. It's going to go back the other way. Annabelle Dion
Yeah, that's
down.
a tricky one because Annabelle was a little late for that play, but the contact came from Bediako, who was also late, so it was kind of like out of play. If we could get a replay on that, that would be actually great because that was a little confusing.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure both players who got who were involved in that foul were both late for that ball. Seems like Annabelle is okay, but tricky call for the ref right now.
Yeah, they kind of got tied up there. It was a weird-looking play. Thought possibly it probably could have went both ways, to be honest with you, both coming in. But the Hawks get that call as they'll boot it kind of into the box off the top of the head. A dangerous play, but Crone Slate corrals it for the Colts.
Yeah, the second-team All-Star already being put to work this evening.
Yeah, she's probably not used to a whole lot of this. The games that she's in, she played 7 games in the regular season for the Colts. Did not play that playoff game. That's something we got to mention. That Lily Culleton started the qualifying round against the St. Lawrence Surge for the Colts, but played it very well. She has yet to give up a goal this year as Lily Culleton, so very deserving of getting that first start. But back to Crone Slate for this quarterfinal matchup as there's a whistle there and a free kick goes to the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, as I said, easier said than done. She was definitely ready for that pressure, but you don't really know what's going to happen until you're in the game, right? It's something you have to be mentally ready for.
Absolutely, as the Hawks play it into the box off the head. That's off of number 17. That was Spala into the hands of Crone Slate as the Colts look to turn it around and get some offensive pressure finally in this game as we roll into the 16th minute. Cullen clears it off the head of the Hawks. That is number 8, Robitaille. That ball ends up in the far side of the field, out, and a throw-in for the Colts. Simone Christie on it. Christie, a big hop. She hopped probably about 20 feet forward, but nobody whistles that down on the throw off the head of a Humber Hawks.
Yeah,
defender.
usually the refs, they give a little room to the players to move forward a little bit to get the game a little more fluid, but
she got downfield there. That's what she did, but the Colts still have another throw-in. It's back to Christie off the foot of the defender. That was a Tor. The Hawks turn it back the other way. They're quick offensively off the foot of number 21. That is Rosie Nichols. The Colts will have another throw-in. Simone Christie again on the throw-in. She takes everyone on that far side, being the left back. A good throw over the head of everybody. Trying to find...
It deflected off Annabelle Dion there. That ball's going to roll out of bounds. And I just want to point out that Hawks' defensive system's doing really good now. They're very structured, very organized. And Colts are struggling a little bit to find space. They are creating chances, but the space is not there yet, right? They got to move around. They got to be a little more patient, in my opinion, and to deal with that pressure, right? To play against this very organized team that the Hawks are.
Yeah, probably if you're talking to Coach Rich Hurst, he's looking for quick one-touch passes to get it upfield as the Hawks are really good defensively. You've got to try and keep them off guard. As the Horn kicks it out, the Hawks head the ball back as Emily Cullen has the ball. She'll try and find Dekoff, but picked off well by Haley Callender. Bediako finds Callender, has a little bit of time. Dekoff coming on her back. Good move by Callender to keep the ball. Played into the middle of the field, but Christie, a header, keeps it away from the box. The Hawks try and work it back, but Mayoni, good pickoff as Kickoff now has the ball. Tries to play it, finds Mayoni as Mayoni now has a little bit of space. Mayoni finds Kickoff. Kickoff tries the through ball to Dion, just a little bit too hard and out of the reach of Dion. It'll be a goal kick for somebody who we haven't mentioned yet today, Angela Volpe, in that for the Hawks. She'll have a goal kick.
Yeah, Angela Volpe, the rookie for the Hawks. All rookie team in the West Division. Making her first appearance right now. And just want to shout out to Elizabeth Mayoni with that vision. Created the first dangerous chance for the Colts right now.
Probably one of the reasons why she is an OCAA All-Star. Mayoni, very good in that midfield. Just
very well deserved. She was a second-team All-Star this last year. I thought I was batting on her in the first-team All-Star, but second-team All-Star is also a great achievement, especially considering the level of this league.
Yeah, just so many players in that Eastern Conference deserving of the first-team All-Stars. The Hawks try and get into the box. Played well by Cullen. Show played out, but the Hawks get the ball back very quickly. That was a Tor trying to get the ball into the box, but McDonald picks it off and finds Miley Dekoff. The Colts try and get upfield. Dekoff taken off. Callender hustling, trying to get to her. Unable to do so. As I believe I just saw Coach, that would have been Adam Whitehead, grabbing another jersey, so maybe there was a little blood coming off of Vanessa Lima. She'll be throwing on another jersey, but probably good to go if we're getting her another jersey. So that's good news for the Colts whenever she does come back in. It'll be a throw-in for the Colts.
Yeah, if you didn't know, it's in the rules that if you are bleeding, you cannot be in the pitch.
Yes, absolutely. And pretty much in every sport, to be
honest. I guess so.
You can't bleed, you can't have blood on your jersey because that's obviously...
I think that's a rule in rugby, too.
Yeah, it's definitely just a dangerous situation. I mean, I'm a baseball guy. It's the same thing in baseball. No blood on anything because if somebody else touches it, you don't know how their body will react to it, obviously. So the Colts finally have a little bit of pressure. DeVillis tries to find Dekoff. Dekoff running with Bediako. Dekoff gets by Bediako with a good play as Dekoff. The cross in, trying to find Dion. Unable to do so. Played well. Callender tries to make a move. Good play there by DeVillis.
A lot of quality there on DeVillis' first touch to Dekoff here along the right side. Was very, very smart play. A lot of quality on that touch. A lot of ball control. Colts are finding their pace into the game, creating a little more chances, keeping possession as we're used to seeing them doing. And we'll see how it goes as we got Soledad Vasquez coming in for Serena McDonald, and Miley Dekoff is walking out as well for Nayla Rowe. Yes. So 2 fresh legs in this Colts squad.
Yeah, Colts getting fresh legs. They use it a lot. They got a very deep bench up and down the field. They can play every position. They use their fresh legs often. Obviously, there's no substitution limit here in OCAA, so Coach Rich Hurst uses that to his advantage as the Hawks move upfield. Cullen off the foot of Cullen to the Hawks as they turn it back the other way. The cross goes to Callender, just a little bit out of the reach. She races with DeVillis, finds a way by DeVillis, but unable to corral that ball as Crone Slate will have a goal kick.
Something interesting as well that we're seeing the wingers on this Colts squad coming back to play defense, right? We saw Miley Dekoff doing that, and now Nayla Rose also did the same thing as like one of the first plays she was in. And something really, really interesting, something that was not quite required throughout the season, but now they're adapting.
Yeah, facing that a little bit better opponent, a little bit especially deeper into the playoffs. You want to make sure that the ball doesn't get anywhere near your box. Those wingers got to come back and play their defensive responsibilities as well, and Coach Rich Hurst has them doing that as the ball tries to, as Mayoni with a good header flick over the top of everybody. Dion races with it. That was with Haley Lewis. Lewis clears it as Colts have a throw-in. There's going to be a sub. A Humber Hawks finally making a sub.
Yeah, we got number 9, Caitlin Russell, coming out. And
yeah, we'll get you a number.
Subbing in. Yeah, we got a confirmation as soon as we see the jersey number.
Yeah, when she spins around, we'll give you that number update. Ref blows the whistles. We'll have a throw-in. We'll get that number. Pedro will keep an eye on that number for you.
I gotcha.
A throw-in by DeVillis goes to Dion. Played a little bit off, but DeVillis gets the ball back. DeVillis tries to find Mayoni just out of the reach. Not communicating well so far, the Colts in the midfield. And they got to clean that up if they're looking to get some pressure on the Humber Hawks. Christie's going to play that ball out on the far side as it'll be a throw-in for the Hawks.
New player in the Humber squad, number 7, Melina Acosta.
Perfect. Thank you, Pedro. Hawks with the throw-in. First touch goes to Mayoni. Tries to corral the ball, but unable to do so as the Hawks turn it back the other way. Fraser, good pressure there to get the ball back. A turnover by the Hawks as Casiello turns and finally gets up the field. Natalia Casiello tries to find Annabelle Dion. A little bit behind her, but Dion a good play to get by her. Dion the cross off the foot of number 3. That's Antonia Gatti. A good defensive play by the Hawks, but it'll be a corner kick as Cullen comes back from center back to take the kick.
Yeah, Natalia Casiello didn't have the chance to play many games in regular season, which is very unfortunate for the Colts because she is a great player. I said that before, and I'll say it again. A lot of quality on this. Former NCAA D2 or D1 player?
D2, Davenport University.
Yeah. So a lot of quality, a very, very good overall player, and very, very good in leadership position for the Colts right now. Plays a very important role in this team.
Yeah, she's got some of the most experience as the cross comes in from Cullen. A little bit behind the box. Dion trips over a Humber Hawk. She falls over. I believe that Hawk on the ground is number 21. That's Rosie Nichols. The call goes in way of the Humber Hawks as they'll have a free kick.
Yeah, Annabelle Dion seemed to have pushed Nichols in the box there, which is something you're not really, it's an offensive fault. Colts are being very, very energetic on those plays so far this game. As
Pushing,
again,
yeah, pushing the back.
same call on Soledad Vasquez right now.
Yeah, just a push in the back, maybe something that they haven't seen. Maybe the western side is a little bit more penalty calling. This head ref we've never seen here before, so getting a neutral location on the head ref. Who knows what's going on, but the Colts getting, like you said, a little bit too energetic, a little bit undisciplined so far, and the Hawks trying to capitalize finally. Free kick by the Hawks. It's number 8, goes into the box, off the hands of Crone Slate, and it's put into the back of the net. That's Anon Bediako for the Humber Hawks. They take a 1-0 lead. You see on the replay.
Miscommunication right there between Emily Cullen and Jordan Cronsley. The ball seemed to be going on the way of Jordan Cronsley's hands, but Cullen just was trying to be cautious there and take the danger away, but was not really able to. So she ended up just deflecting the ball away from Cronsley. And as is, the Hawks are now up 1-0.
The Colts looking, something they haven't done a whole lot is play from behind, so we'll see how they are with pressure as Soledad Vasquez on the other side of the field tries to find the ball. A good shield with her body by Casiello, couple good moves, making every Hawk miss so far as Casiello takes off, tries to do it herself. Natalia Casiello has options, she'll take a shot as Volpe will finally have her first save of the day, a diving stop for Volpe. A good run there by Natalia Casiello.
Yeah, the stamina was definitely running out there because the shot was not quite what she was expecting. But as I said, a lot of ball control, a lot of quality. Natalia Casiello, one of the main players in this Colts squad. I honestly, I'm a big advocate of the fact that if she played more, she would have been a first-team All-Star and very well deserved.
Yeah, just injury-riddled. We talked to her last week after the game. She was our interviewee, I guess would be the word to use. And yeah, she just said she loves playing here at Colts Pitch. She loves the fans as that ball's played back by Callender to Volpe. A dangerous play. Lizzie gets her body in front of that, and Lizzie scores.
And that goes.
We're going to discuss it. Lizzie gets in the way of that ball. The ref and the line judge are going to figure it out. It's going to be ruled a handball for Elizabeth Mayoni. An unfortunate little mishap, I guess. Mayoni gets her body in the way of this ball. We get a replay. Oh, we don't get a replay. I wish our replay worked, but we don't. That's all right, coming from behind us. A handball by Elizabeth Mayoni. Unfortunate for the Colts, looking to get that tie. A 1-0 Humber Hawks lead in the 27th minute.
You know, Jack, I have to be unbiased here, but the hand touch was a little too much.
It didn't seem like a handball, just kind of looked like natural position.
I do believe the ball hit Mayoni's leg, like her thigh, I guess.
It may have, if we had the replay, it'd be easier to see. It may have touched her arm. but it looked like she was in natural position. She was just going to get that ball and the kick off of her. But unfortunate to see, the line judge does flag it down. As a tough challenge there by Elizabeth Mayoni.
Yeah, Mayoni was late there.
More undisciplined actions by the Centennial Colts, hurting them so far.
Yeah, Mayoni was just late for that, pressure right there. Ended up getting a little bit of the Hawks defender lag on that action. She apologized, not on purpose, not enough for a yellow card. So
Yeah,
just got to make sure you keep your hat in the game, and especially after what just happened.
Yeah, absolutely, just a late challenge by Mayoni. The Hawks have the free kick, and that ball makes its way all the way to the box. Colts clear it a little bit, as I believe it was a shirt tug there in the box by the Hawks.
Foul called on number 7, Melina Costa there.
So the Colts will have the ball. It's Crone Slate. Emily makes a move to get away from one defender. That's Nichols. She takes her space and gets moving. Cullen with a little sliding kick, unable to find Annabelle Dion as the Hawks turn it back the other way. Gatti plays out wide. Can't see the number. I wish I could to get you a name. Unfortunate as the Hawks kick it up the field, misses everybody as Simone Christie grabs the ball for the Colts. Cullen finds Soledad Vasquez just off of her foot, but a good play there. I believe that is a foul called on the Hawks. I'm not entirely sure what it was. A yellow card goes to the Humber Hawk. We'll get a number for you that looks like Chantel Spalla on the far side gets the yellow card for the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, second yellow card awarded in this game, this time to the Humber Hawks. And now a third yellow card to Soledad Vasquez.
Vasquez a little bit upset. I'm not sure what she's upset about, to be 100% honest with you. She was yelling at the ref. Maybe she didn't see the yellow card that was given out to Spalla, but a yellow card goes her way as well. As we got 3 early yellow cards in this game. The emotion's not in check so far for the Centennial Colts.
30 minutes through the game and 3 yellow cards already. It's up to the standards of a quarterfinal game, I'd say. Both teams being very energetic, there's a lot of contact happening, physical contact happening. So I guess it's just natural, but again, if you have your key players already awarded yellow cards, it's not really very comfortable situation for you, right?
Yeah, now they got to play a little bit cautious, knowing that they do have that yellow card, and one more obviously means that they will no longer be playing in this game. So you got to play a little cautious. Hopefully those emotions come in check. Now, just realizing this is another soccer game, as Mayoni tries to find a pass. A good play there by Mayoni. Takes the ball away from Callender. As DeVillis tries to keep that ball in play, unable to do so. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks.
Yeah, good tackle there by Mayoni. And Alyssa DeVillis was almost able to keep that one inbound, but a throw-in for the Hawks right now.
The throw by Betty Acco goes over the head of Chantel Spalla. Finds Callender. She works very hard to get that ball. A tough challenge there by Callender as the Colts will have the ball.
Yeah, Callender showing to be herself a very, very physical player, very strong. Not making it easy for the Colts to find opportunities.
And I'd say she's a tall woman over there, as Callender is. She's 5'9", a second year from Vaughan. She's a tall woman.
Don't know if it's just because I'm sitting down, but she does look taller than 5'9".
It also probably works in the fact that the Colts don't have a whole lot of height themselves. So she looks a little bit bigger standing next to somebody with the nickname of Mouse of Alicia DeVillis. So she definitely looks a little bit bigger, but a big body and a lot of hustle so far from Callender. As the Hawks turn it back the other way, finds the foot of Volpe. Volpe looks to reset to the far side. A good move there. Gets Dion moving the wrong way. The Hawks push it upfield. That goes to Callender. The ball control from Callender off the chest, off the head. Finds Cullen as she'll kick it a little mishap up in the air as Frazier heads it away. That goes to Gatti. Gatti will play Callender. Callender moves it up to number 18. That's Fraga. Frazier on Fraga really, really well. Fraga unable to find something, has to play it back to Lewis. Lewis's pass finds Nayla Rowe. Rowe now has a little bit of space, finds Annabelle Dion. That is Natalia Casiello. Casiello finds Dion. She's onside. Dion takes the shot into the hands of Volpe. a good offensive chance there by the Colts. Just a little mishap on the kick there by Annabelle Dion.
Yeah, that ball was rolling a little too fast, and it's a very, very hard shot to take. Dion tried to go for it, but Volpe just got a pretty easy save and able to save some time for the Hawks there.
Yes, we are into the 33rd minute here in the first half. A 1-0 lead of the Humber Hawks over the Centennial Colts. You're here on Colts Net Live. It's Jack Middleton and Pedro Castellato. As the Colts clear the box, Cullen played well by Debiaco. Debiaco into the midfield. A good play there by Mayoni to take the ball off. Dion by herself waits for her teammates. She'll find Nayla Rowe out wide. Rowe has to work on Debiaco, a second-team All-Star. A good play there by Debiaco. This ball may or may not get out. Rowe keeps the ball in. Tries the cross. Cleared well by the Hawks defensive line as the Hawks try to turn it back the other way, and Christie has the ball. A little bit of offensive pressure by the Colts. A kick from Christie. That's from the midfield circle. Played well by Volpe.
Yeah, very interesting game in terms of matchups, as I said. And as you pointed out, the matchup between Calendar and Alicia de Villiers, it's a very interesting one and a very dangerous one for the Colts, right? The Hawks are really batting on this left side and making Alicia de Villiers' life a little harder.
Oh, little grab there by Alicia de Villiers is going to bring a yellow card to de Villiers. Just stopping an offensive chance there by Calendar. She's proven to be a force right now for the Humber Hawks, as you just mentioned. They're really trying to push, I guess, against Alicia de Villiers on this left side.
Yeah, 4th yellow card of the day. 3rd one for the Colts right now.
Probably one that de Villiers doesn't care to take there. Calendar had a pretty good shot to corral that ball and have a cross into the box, so de Villiers okay with the grab. And a free kick for the Hawks. It's just going to result pretty much in a cross anyways on this free kick.
I mean, if you were a defender, right, if you spend the whole league without getting a yellow card, I don't think you're defending very well. So sometimes you need to take those. It's just how the game goes.
Something worth mentioning, we got a full packed stands here at Colts Pitch. Obviously, we just had the men's and women's basketball teams playing, so a lot of those fans have come across. The cross goes in to the box, off the head of the Humber Hawks and over the bar. It'll be a goal kick for the Colts.
Yeah, the basketball games earlier today did not end up well for the Colts, right? Both men's and women's lost the games, and their home opener, a pretty tough start for both teams. Last night, we did have a home opener for the volleyball team, for the two volleyball teams. Women's, unfortunately.
Ramp yourself up, Pedro, I guess. Ramp you up. Did you win?
No. It's my alter ego here. I'm a different person here. The women's volleyball team ended up not getting the win as well, but the men's volleyball team pulled out a pretty good performance.
Yeah, 3-1 victory over the Seneca Sting.
I was not there, by the way, okay? It was my twin brother.
I might have watched it. Yeah, it was Pedro Castellato the second, I guess, was there. But a good win by the volleyball team. The men's baseball team also here. They just finished their OCAA playoff action. Unfortunately, finishing in the top 4 for a 3rd year in a row, unable to get over a little bit of a hump, a little bit of a stoppage, I guess, something that they haven't been able to do. But they're all in the crowd. The men's soccer team also just finished their quarterfinal matchup. They also played the Humber Hawks, but it was at Humber. The Hawks ended up winning that one by a score of 5-1. So the Colts unable to move on. The Hawks moving on there. That was the one-seeded game there. So the Hawks proving to be the 1 seed, beating the Colts to move on. A good season by the Colts, though. A very good season on the men's side.
Yeah, very fun to watch for sure. Especially given what was last season. This season was a big step up for the Colts and something that I personally enjoyed watching.
Yeah, good recruiting class by David Letavo, finding some very key players, including pretty much a full new back line for Letavo as the men's soccer team looked to build on that moving into next year. But a good season for them. Everybody in attendance, though, as I was saying, every team, the men's basketball, the women's basketball team, everybody is here packing the stands for the Centennial Colts. We're into the 37th minute as Elizabeth Mayoni tries to find somebody open. Another turn by Mayoni finds Aldina Horn. Horn finds Cullen. Cullen up the middle to Vanessa Lima, who, as I was talking, did enter back into the game. So good to see Lima back on the field. With a pass by Christie is picked off by number 8. That's Emily Robitaille. Played up, fields Cullen. No pressure by Cohen. She's just going to jog with the ball. Hopefully that rolls out of play. As Crone Slate will have a goal kick.
Yeah, Colts having to chase the game on the scoreboard, down 1-0 now. We're able to create a few chances, but still not able to capitalize. That just very last shot, something that they've been struggling with.
Yeah, something to mention last year. This is where they stopped their playoff run as well. Not here at Colts Pitch. They were at St. Clair taking on the Saints last year in the quarterfinal matchup, where they lost 1-0 in that game. So the Colts also looking to try and get over a hump that they haven't been able to do so far under Coach Rich Hurst. Aldina Horn plays that ball up, played by Bediako. Rowe tries to play it, but grabbed there by number 23. That's Georgia Bronstein.
Yeah, 2 new fresh legs in the Hawks squad. We got Isabella Chapeta and Georgia Bronstein making their first appearance in when we about to reach the 39th minute mark of the first half.
So the Hawks finally getting some fresh legs in, looking to grab a little bit more offensive pressure from the Colts as Christie clears it out and Dion looks to run onto it, but Robitaille is the first person to it. A good move by Robitaille, gets by Dion. Robitaille then tries to get the ball by Cassiello, but she picks it off. A good move by Cassiello to get by Robitaille. There's 3 Hawks surrounding that ball, and they move it back the other way.
A little nutmeg there. Natalia Cassiello is not able to complete that one, but a very tricky play.
A throw in for the Hawks, a little bit of confusion. I believe Dion thought it was Colts ball, but the Hawks are going to have the throw in. That ball goes in the middle. That's to Gaddy. Gaddy tries to make a play, picked off by Cassiello, but turned back the other way. The Hawks, that is Chiopetti. Chiopetti makes the pass into the middle. That goes all the way up to the side to Bronstein. Bronstein picked off well by Sydney Fraser. She turns back the other way. Fraser's pass to Dion is paid right to the feet of Callender. She'll move in, a good move. A good slide tackle there by Eldina Horn as the Colts look to push back the other way with a little bit of opportunity. As I say that, Mayoni turns the ball back the other way, looking for options, unable to find one, but a good turn gets her by 1 man. Elizabeth Mayoni plays it to Dion, off the leg of both Dion and Bediako as Lima plays it back to Elizabeth Mayoni. Tries to play it out wide, unable to do so to Vanessa Lima, wearing 23 now. The cross goes into the box to Cassiello. Cassiello with a slide and a good save there by Volpe.
Yeah, dangerous chance by the Colts. A great play. Lima saw Natalia Cassiello driving through the Hawks defense, almost able to get a good contact and keep that ball close to her feet and probably get a better shot attempt. But Colts taking the ball up there. The Hawks are kind of like sat back a little now as they are up on the scoreboard, which is natural, something I was expecting to see, especially given the Colts' strong offensive system. But again, Colts are now finding their pace into the game as they take the ball up the field again.
Lima wide finds Simone Christie. Good defensive play there by Yator, but Christie finds the ball back into the middle. That's to Dion. Dion finds Cassiello, a move to get by 1 Hawk. She'll take a shot from out, way beyond the box. Handled well by Volpe.
She was a bit too far for that one, but at the same time, you have to put their goalie to work, right? You're not gonna score if you don't try.
Yeah, you got to try a couple towards the net, even if it's from distance, just to see how Volpe does and what is her rookie season, obviously. So maybe she's a little bit shaky. Wasn't in their qualifying matchup would be the words. Qualifying matchup, they played the Niagara Knights. They traveled to Niagara to take on the Knights, and they beat them 2-1 in extra time. Through ball, trying to find Nilo Rowe, but played by Bediako. The Hawks kind of battling with it, but Bediako finally plays it out.
Yeah, a little miscommunication time on that between the Hawks players, and Bediako just desperate kicks that ball out of bounds just to avoid the Colts to get an equalizer as we get close to halftime.
So we're going to have a sub. I believe that's Annabelle Dion leaving the game, but Serena McDonald finds her way back onto the pitch.
Yeah, Serena McDonald finished third in assists for the Colts and in the league, actually.
I think she's the fastest player on this pitch. There is nobody that can match her speed. So maybe the Colts try and use McDonald's speed as Lima into the middle, finds Cassiello. Cassiello, good move, gets by Callender. Cassiello's pass in, trying to find Rowe, just off the foot. It is flagged for offside, as the Hawks will take the ball back. We are just moving our way into the 43rd minute. The Hawks lead it 1-0 here at Colts Pitch in quarterfinal action in women's soccer in the OCAA. Free kick, that's by Lewis. Off the head of a Humber player to the feet. I can't see she's got some long hair. Can't see her number. That was number 9,
yep.
Russell. But the Colts get the ball back. It's Elizabeth Mayoni. Mayoni tries a long ball, trying to find Rowe. Off of Bediako on the hand by Nayla Rowe. A good shot off the bar. Doesn't go in. Played out by the Humber Hawks.
What a chance by the Colts. Let's check again in the replay. Nayla Rowe just saw the goalkeeper of the Hawks kind of like out of position, went for that shot, and what a dangerous shot.
A quick play by the Colts on the corner to Cullen off a defender's head into the hands of Volpe, and she'll calm down the Humber Hawks. We're actually seeing there's a handball by Bediako trying to be called, but advantage played to Rowe, leading to that shot. A good shot by Nayla Rowe off the bar. I can hear the Colts fans to the left of us yelling for VAR like that's a thing in the OCAA. I love it. I love it, though. They really want that tying goal.
Must be somewhere we don't see, right?
Yeah, definitely not on our stream. You ain't getting that angle. As we are a minute away from the first half being completed, I'd probably thinking about 2-3 minutes of penalty time added on.
Let's see. There are a couple of interruptions in this game, so I would not be oh my God, I would not be surprised if ref let this game roll for a few more minutes.
Yeah, as we say that, a pass by Bediako has to be played by Volpe as McDonald was charging. She just kicks it out as it'll be a throw-in for DeVillis. DeVillis, the throw-in played by Bediako as the Hawks take the ball back. That ball's kicked up the field as Christie runs onto the ball. It was an attempt to Nichols, but Christie finds the ball back.
Yes, Mark Christie just watching that ball roll out of bounds.
Now into the 45th minute. We'll see how much time is added on here. The Colts trying to get one before the end of this first half. McDonald tries it, a throw in. Cassiello throws it well. To McDonald trying to run into it. A misplay there by the Hawks line. That goes to McDonald. McDonald's cross trying to be crossed into the box. I believe no call happens there. We can't talk. It is in the box.
It was. It's getting a little dark here at Progress Campus, so quite a little hard to see. I do believe that there was a touch, like a foot contact between the two players. That the Hawks defender just drove Serena McDonald's foot towards that ball, so the ball rolled out of bounds. I don't know. I cannot be sure of that right now. If we could have a replay, that would be awesome. But no foul called. So
if I know our system well enough, we get the tail end of it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we tried. If I knew our system well enough, it's a timing little factor that we've got to hit back there. Producer Leo Solarsano, we appreciate the effort. I love it back there. As we do have an injured Serena McDonald on the field. We're going to step aside for a couple minutes. We'll be back to as we restart.
Serena McDonald just gets up now. Is helped out of the pitch. And Miley DeKoff coming back. It seems like she's not good to play for now. Fortunately, I hope it's nothing major. Hope she's still able to come back for it tonight. But for now, Miley DeKoff is taking on that position. Back in the game as well, Miley DeKoff was one of the starters. As both teams are now reorganizing, the game's going to be restarted. Nayla Rowe playing forward, and Miley DeKoff shifted to the right wing. And ball on ground, the keeper for the Hawks.
Just a little drop ball as we reset the play. Volpe's going to boot it out. Probably looking closer to about 5 minutes of added time there with McDonald going down. Hopefully she's all right. As the Colts try and move it up the field, a battle between Mayoni and Gatti in the middle. Hooked arms goes the way of the Colts. It'll be a Colts free kick.
Yeah, another tough contact right there. It seems like Mayoni went to steal that ball, and the Hawks player kind of mistimed the jump, and as Mayoni went to the ground, she stepped on her.
Luckily, Mayoni is a trooper, so maybe just a cleat to the hand, but she'll keep playing. There's probably nothing that's going to take her out of this game.
I don't think there's anything in the world that could take her out of this.
Absolutely not. A free kick by Cullen goes into the box, trying to find Rowe. A good header away. The Hawks trying to get it out. Casiello tries, and a swing and a miss. Casiello then makes a move, takes a shot, and she scores! Natalia Casiello makes it 1-1.
Natalia Casiello showing why she is one of the leaders in this team. Took that ball just inside of the box, and a very, very precise shot to the right. As checking in the replay, went for that volley shot. Able to, a cheeky touch right there. It's just got away of that pressure and finished very, very strongly. 1-1 now. Colts score the equalizer right before the halftime mark.
Something that they were definitely looking to do. You got to go into the half, scoring a goal, get all the momentum, which they now probably have. The Hawks looking to battle back as there is still a little bit of time left in this first half. The ball goes to Bronstein. Bronstein makes a move, but the pass goes to Mayoni. We get the whistle. That's going to end the first half. A 1-1 game between the Humber Hawks and the Centennial Colts. Pedro, your thoughts on the first half?
A very, very interesting game for sure, Jack. I now assume that the game's gonna shift back to how it started, right? We are gonna see probably the Hawks moving up the pitch, pressuring a little more, and not letting the Colts create space, because the Colts did build their way into this game in the first half, right? They did not start very strong. But one opportunity there and another opportunity here, it made them find their pace. It was something very interesting to watch how they adapt. I'm very happy to see that they did adapt. And for the second half, I just expect this game to go back to 0 pretty much. It's nothing decided now. It's a very, very tough game. As Coach Ritz said, and I agree, it could very well be a final. So we're going to see both teams treating it like a final now.
Absolutely. Like you said, we're heading into the second half, basically at a 0-0 game. The score is 1-1 between the Centennial Colts and the Humber Hawks. Goal for the Humber Hawks goes to Anon Bediako. Of course, Natalia Casiello with the equalizer for the Colts. We got halftime coming your way. We got about 10-15 minutes of halftime. We got second half action after that.
Ran up 20 million, told the devil, keep the love, keep that, keep the smoke, they talk to me nice, keep her on the chain, that ain't like, Scots with no strings, you can't tie me, I'm higher than the plane, I'm where the skies be, yeah, in my sound, Prissy in his pain, yellow, don't too sexy, Leo no knocking, in my white tee, got the bike wheels for the hype, please. They gon' white you before you white me. My boxes of checks, not my Nikes.
Don't be missing them. Mississippi, Mississippi, make him happy, make him copy, make him get me chippy.
That's a lot of gon' spend. Tell me when I beat you to pull up, you gon' shoot out while I spin.
Tripping like I'm trigger happy, so fish. Aki, bell, buggy, Kawasaki, catch a fish. Sushi, maki, living in London City, left the town. Talking Travis, Peter, bam.
Yeah, you know that. And when they free us out, gon' be a film, a Kodak. Shoot me born right above the rim, like Kodak. I've been ripping and running, I slipping and sliding, I've let it tendencies. I've been upset, shoving and whipping it to the base rock, I provide the remedy. Like open gates up at Utopia. It's like Utopia, you see the crosses over here. That's how you know it's us. At 4 a.m. I'm phoning up. Not for no shoulder up and driveways open, cleaners up. The way they fold it up, yeah, in my white tee. Yeah, call it White Williams for the hype, please. Yeah, they gon' wipe you before you wipe me. Yeah, I'm boxes of checks, not my checks, not my.
I be where the light be. Bangers in the system, it's bangers in the system, it's H&L-N-R-Key. Bangers in the system, it's that. Bangers in the system, it's that. And my A.
All my brags turn to facts, all my hunters turn to racks, all my ladies turn to snacks. SUVs black on black, SUVs black on black. I was fucking up, but now I'm back on track. That's a fact. Filet mignon, that's on jack. I done turned the penthouse sweet into my natural habitat. I just got my taxes back. Let's cut my cash in half, and it hurts. Main chicks say I'm a flirt. Older women fall for me, I make them press that life alert. I just took a flight back to the A, I'm ready to get right to work. Me, I keep it cool as that even when they get hyped first. A lot of people back at home, they tryna make it out of dirt. Don't stop pushing, used to catch Z's on the couch pushing. Now I call the shots like I'm John Wooden. In the kitchen with my jewelry in the pot cooking. Walking through the mall and they can stop looking. All my brags turn to facts, all my hunters turn to racks, all my ladies turn to snacks. SUVs black on black, SUVs black on black. I was fucking up, but now I'm back on track. That's a fact.
Yeah, I seen hitters turn around. Went from him to them cat. Never trail me in my track. SUVs black on black. Stay on top of so can't wait to slap them out. Can't slap. Every time I get up, then gotta have 2 up on the bag. Every home I want. Every home I won't get flagged. Trying to reach the summer around my nigga here with the whole man. All these new VDs on the way, you feel I ain't walking for this gas. Trying to get it off the elf, I ain't no pussy in the past. You was looking for it, couldn't find me, I was in my bag. 60 rounds in my top, all my guns got city man. Put no tags on my track, all cause I plan on doing it fast. After I get away, we wrap it all black. About your folk before you play, you gotta be smarter than that. You trying to go back and rebuild the hood where I was starving at, and that's a fact. Hollow, I said hollow blizzard like a quarterback.
All my brags turn to facts, all my hunters turn to racks, all my ladies turn to snacks. SUVs black on black, SUVs black on black. I was fucking up, but now I'm back on track. That's a fact.
Yeah, I seen hitters turn around. Went from him to them cats. Never trail me in my track. SUVs black on black. Stay on top of so can't wait to slam them out. Can't slap. Brr, 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 brr.
Yeah, see the greatest, they really be capping, I see the hate. I be beating the beat like I need a baby, and I'm stacking the hundreds, you see the acres. They tryna be funny, I'm tryna get money, I guess in the end I'ma see you later. And I just want a daddy, did it for my daddy, they see on my face, man, I'm in the paper. Man, I'm one of the ones, you see the truth, you don't gotta respond if you really know. I came up from the bottom and now I'm gold, and I throw you the ooh, we like Shaq Cole, we were riding in Nissan, knocking like you I'm going up and I cannot look behind, cause when I call me, I'm probably gon' decline. They think that I'm stopping, I'm still going behind. They did possible, break every obstacle, tryna get money, we coming like Dion. You get to the top, the hunters don't stop, and it is a must that I get it like Elon, yeah. I got bread, I can get you a piece. Keep a double, I feel like a Reese. Ain't no trouble, I'm keeping the peace. It ain't mad cause I came out of East. They can't find them, I came out of Beast. I'm my mama, I came out a beast. At the top, I'm not looking beneath. You my dog, we don't gotta compete. Yeah, all you gotta do is run that check up and get paid. They ain't believe it, now I got me one way. Yeah, come from a place where you gotta go eat. If you do what I do, you a product of me. I did it again and I'm not in my place. You gang it, we gang, you riders in me. I'm a millionaire and I don't got a degree. I got me a natty, I got me a ring. It's switching those sides, I'm around my gym. Yeah, I ain't got nothing to prove, but I do got me something to lose. I won't stop, man, you got me confused. Cause they keeping my face on the news. Yes, yeah. Man, I'm the biggest foe in the world. If you working for this and they follow your left, then you really got what you deserve. Yeah, and I go to LSU and I be repping it like a Joe Burrow. When I slide in the Mozzie, I gotta keep checking it, gotta be thorough. And ain't no more revenues, ain't no more talking, and ain't no referrals. They been taking my flow, they ain't giving it back, gotta give me a bird. Yeah, I don't get scared, let me clutch my pearls. I'm the hardest rapper in the lead the game inside of her. They hating in my own circle. Gold, yellow, I got my own purple.
He the greatest. He's that baby, she eat the babies. Yeah, she eat the babies like she was craving. I'm the hair trigger, y'all need to shave me. I'm the half dealer, and you gon' play the key on your B-Day. Happy belated, everyday D-Days. I'm a deal and dreadlocks all blind like I'm Australian. Rapping that LSU like I'm Joe Burrow. Sorry, not sorry, I'm tired of the sorrow. In the Ferrari, we got it melody. And Mexican, I'm like Ronaldo. Chain big Bobby. Don't be talking, don't be sparking. Like Coach Martin. I'm big five, that's big cool flogging. Like it's a so large. Ooh, you my dog, we ain't gotta compete. And all of y'all just a product of me. I be and I ain't got a degree.
And we're back here for the second half of this game. Nothing decided, 1-1 in a game between the Centennial Colts and the Humber Hawks. If you just tune in, my name's Pedro Casalato. I'm here with Jack Middleton. This game has gotten me on the edge of my chair. It's been very, very, very good to watch. And I don't know, worth of a quarterfinal game, I think. It's up to the standards of what a playoff game should look like. We'll see how the Humber Hawks are going to react to the in terms of strategy, given that the Colts just scored the equalizer a couple of minutes before the ref blew the whistle, indicating the halftime break. So, Jack, how do you feel about this game?
Oh man, I'm finally back on. So far, like you said, it's a little bit stressful. It's a little bit exciting, but every time you and I get into the commentary booth together, there's an amazing game going on. We haven't done it a whole lot, but every time it is, it's a close game. Something you actually want in a quarterfinal game. We have to be a little bit unbiased, but obviously we can both sit here and say we'd love to see Centennial win every game 8-0, but I'd rather, just a ball slippage. There shouldn't be anything there as Rowe tries to take a shot. Past Volpe and just
that
to
was
the right.
Close. That was very close to the goal. I believe that was number 8 on the Hawks squad. That was Emily Robitaille, who tapped on the ball, and Naylor Rowe just saw the chance and took it.
Just kind of got mixed up, Robitaille and Cassiello there. As the Hawks play the ball out. Christie blocks. We got Rosie Nichols almost comes over our table, but we're all good.
And if you're wondering, everything's okay with our producer, Leo, as well.
He's up here trying to work on our cameras. He almost gets taken down, but Cassiello turns it the other way. A good play there by the back line. That was by number 8, Robitaille, but it'll be a Colts throw in.
There was a hand touch there, but the left just let the game roll.
Kind of got a little bit scared when Rosie Nichols came in here. Didn't know what to do. You try and kind of shield the camera, shield us, but player safety as well. Don't want the players to get hurt. So in the mix of everything, but everybody's all good. The Colts have the ball. Cassiello tries to battle but can't. And it looks like that's Robitaille turning it up the other way. The pass, that wasn't Robitaille, that was Nichols. The pass out of the reach of Russell, as the Colts will have a throw in. Simone Christie on the throw in. Big run up in the throw over the head of everybody off the side foot of, that is Robitaille, and it's still a Colts throw in. Cassiello has the ball. We'll leave it to Simone Christie.
Colts, like we've seen this game so far, keeping possession. Again, not very realistic chances being created for now, but 2 minutes through. Oh my God.
And
That
kick to-
was controversial.
Just didn't mean to.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a foul. I think the ref did make a mistake right now, not calling that one. The first contact was already a foul, and then Elizabeth Mayoni just got ran through.
Yeah, just it was kind of like didn't really mean to happen, to be honest.
No, yeah,
The
I don't
second
think
kick
I
to
don't
the
think
side.
I don't think neither of the contacts were purposefully made, but but the one thing that this represents that the ref just got to keep control of this game, right? You cannot let those kind of things happen, and even if it's with the Hawk squad, right? The referee just got to make sure the game's still in his control. That was a very tough contact. The game should have been stopped right away, even if there was no fault called. But again, Elizabeth Mayoni seems to be okay. The Hawks player there goes to apologize. Number 8, Emily, goes there and apologize. I don't believe that was on purpose by any means, but again, a very tough contact and something that the ref has to look out for.
Yeah, definitely unintentional, but as we said before, Elizabeth Mayoni is a trooper. She actually got up by herself. Didn't really want the assistance of the athletic therapist, but obviously a head injury, so we got to make sure that Mayoni is okay. So she'll head to the sidelines, and it'll be a substitution for the Colts. In the meantime, Sydney Frazier back onto the field for the Colts. I believe Colts are going to have possession. Ref's just going to drop the ball here in the middle of your frame. And the Colts are going to have the ball. The game's restarted here almost into the 50th minute. The Hawks have the ball as Casiello picks it off, just unable to control it, keeps the ball out. As the Hawks have a throw in, that goes to Cassie Ator. Ator's throw in goes into the middle. That's to Spalla. Spalla tries to turn, unable to do so past Soul. Off the head of everybody, right in front. The ball is kept in very well by Spalla. Ball played into the middle off the head of Alicia DeVellis. As the Colts turn back the way, that's Miley DeKoff trying to get around everybody. So far, able to do so. Callender is all over her, though. DeKoff plays it to the close side of the field. That's Simone Christie. Christie trying to find somebody, finds Casiello. Casiello, good play, just out of the reach, but Christie finds the ball back and unable to find Casiello. A good play there by Casiello.
Yeah,
to get away from the defender.
There. Not able to complete that dribble, but again, a great play.
This ball off the head of Chantel Spalla, as the Colts will have a throw in. You've seen a lot of pressure by the Colts to start the second half. Maybe something Rich Hurst pushing them to do in the second half. The throw in off the leg of Gotti, cleared out by the Hawks, back to Simone Christie. Christie just going to play it off the side of her foot, no to play. So it'll be a throw in for the Hawks. Plays it very quickly is Nichols. Up the wing, finds Russell. Russell unable to control that ball. Maybe a little bit of pressure by Cullen forces her to make the mistake, as it'll be a throw in for the Colts. The Hawks a good move there to get by Nayla Rowe. The Hawks now have the ball in front of us. That's Ator. Ator tries to get by Lima, just tangled up in the feet. It'll be a free kick for the Hawks.
Now wearing the jersey number 23. Usually we're used to seeing her with a 15, but apparently had to change the jersey. Which makes me wonder, what happens if they don't have any other ones?
Being the game day announcer, that's going to throw me for a loop if Vanessa Lima does score a goal.
Right? That sounds wrong.
What am I going to announce her as? 23 or 15? Who knows? We got to see her score first. That free kick goes into the box for the Hawks. Played out by the Colts, but not for long as Ator has the ball. A little bit of a mistake there by the Colts. It'll be a throw in for the Hawks. Into the 52nd minute. 1-1 between the Humber Hawks and the Centennial Colts in quarterfinal action. We've got a substitution now for the Centennial Colts. I believe that's Elizabeth Mayoni coming back into the game, so she is all right after that injury. She'll take off Nayla Rowe.
Interesting to see the matchups along here. The right side for the Humber Hawks, we got Cassie Ator, and right now moved to center forward. Number 9, Caitlin Russell, but that was a very, very strong matchup. Oh,
Flick into the box maybe off the shin of Callender. a good chance by the Hawks, a quick play off the head over all of the Colts defenders, but unable to get a good shot off there with Callender as the Colts kind of avoid danger.
That caught me unprepared.
Yeah, they use the head flick a lot, actually, over the line of the Colts. I've seen that so far, maybe 5 or 6 times the Hawks have used it, but it's worked every single time to get some good offensive pressure as Lima turns the ball over but gets it back with a good touch. Lima gets by one defender, by another, and a good slide tackle by a Tor. It's going to be a Hawks throw in off the foot of Vanessa Lima.
That did go off Vanessa Lima's foot, but very unfortunate play because she was going there.
Christie clears the ball off the head of the Hawks defender, finds Spalla in the middle. Spalla just clears it over everybody into the hands of Jordan Crone-Slate. Crone-Slate directing traffic, pushes the defensive line up, so she will give this thing a boot. She does so well over the half line. That's going to go off of Debiaco on the far side. It'll be a throw in for the Colts as DeKoff plays it quickly, trying to find that is Mayoni in the far side. Debiaco shielding well. That'll be a goal kick for the Hawks.
Just remember, we got 3 yellow cards against 1 yellow card on the Humber side, which is going to play a very, very crucial role towards the end of this game. So right now things are a little mild. Don't really know, not a lot of physical contact, but
off the head of
we'll see how it goes.
Sorry for cutting you off there, but off the head of Nichols, the Colts fans looking for a call. Unable to get one, though, as the Colts just clear back the other way off the foot of Frazier. DeKoff pressures Debiaco well, forces a turnover to the foot of Christie, but Christie gives it right back to the Hawks. They're just playing ping pong right now. As Christie finally gets the ball down to the ground, plays it into the middle, and another turnover by Simone Christie. That's Antonio Gatti, an all-star in her own right, second-team all-star for the Hawks. As pressure by Mayoni, trying to force a mistake by Robitaille. Robitaille's on the far side. Mayoni with the slide.
Unfortunately not able to keep possession, but Mayoni just got the crowd going now. Mayoni is definitely a fan favorite.
Yeah, she probably didn't need to slide there as that forced a goal kick for the Hawks. She would just keep the ball in the corner there. I think they'd have a little bit more pressure, but the Hawks try to force it up to Callender, unable to do so. It'll be a throw in for the Colts on the far side. Alessia DeVellis on the throw, finds Lima off the chest. Good ball, good touch. Up to Miley DeKoff, trying to find DeKoff. Shielding well is the Hawks defender. That is Haley Lewis. It'll be another goal kick for the goalie, Angela Volpe.
Colts showing a lot of personality, I guess, in this beginning of second half. We'll see how things develop for them as they're not really able to get their complete 100% of their chances and capitalize on the opportunities they create. But keeping possession and making sure they play in the game they're used to playing is something that it's very reassuring, especially for them.
Callender loses possession. Good pressure there by both DeKoff and DeVellis. Forcing a mistake by Callender as the Colts get the ball on a throw-in in front of their own bench. The throw-in goes to Lima, but Callender with that pressure goes, but Vanessa Lima, got all the names going there. Gets the ball back. Here's Lizzie Mayoni. Mayoni finds DeKoff, and she'll just play it back to DeVellis. DeVellis gets a little bit of space, trying to find DeKoff. Goes to Mayoni as Mayoni loses the handle of that ball. It'll be a throw in for the Hawks. Did you like that mix of the name there?
Yeah, I was thinking about how Lima's actual name would be after you changed it.
Valima. What did I say?
Nissa.
I don't know what I said. Anyways, I'm sure I'll hear about that later. She watches the streams after the games. I'm sure I'll get a little message about that after. As the Colts, a little bit of pressure there by Nichols, but Cullen clears it away for the Colts. Lima on the back of Fraga.
That ball just rolls through everyone.
Rolls through everybody. Maybe a little bit of a touch there. We can't see from our side by Caitlin Russell, but the Colts get the ball back, no problem. Crone-Slate plays it out to Eldina Horn. Horn in her rookie season has played every single minute for the Colts. Has been very good on that back line. A challenge there by DeVellis as the ball gets played all the way back to Jordy Crone-Slate, shielded by Cullen as Crone-Slate will pick it up.
Yeah, Eldina Horn did deserve her spot in the Colts defensive line. Very, very strong and physical player. And I believe a very good fit, given that you have Emily Cullen, Alyssa DeVellis, and Simone Christie, is something that you really need as a player like Eladina.
Yeah, just a lot of pressure as I say that. Lima makes a move. We were waving by to that ball. Pedro actually picked up his hand, waved by to that ball, but off the light post, thankfully. If that ball got by that light post, there's a forest back there. We definitely wouldn't have seen that ball back, but
yeah, the amount of balls we lost already is just insane. It's a little bit of a tradition of mine to just wave and say bye ball.
Luckily, we got some game day staff that trek into the forest. Hopefully, they don't run into some wild animals or whatever back there. But so far, I haven't heard any horror stories by the game day staff, so I think we're all right. There was a flagged offside while we were talking nonsense there as the Hawks have the ball. Into the 58th minute. That ball.
Yeah, the fact that no one was there to not let the ball bounce, keep possession is a little worrying, especially now that the Hawks are in a wave of pressure.
Yeah, the Hawks are moving up. Here's Ator. Ator plays it alongside. Down the wing to Callender. Shielded, makes a move. Cullen doesn't even move. A good defensive play by Emily Cullen, showing her first team all-star ability there. Hawks with the throw-in. It's going to be Callender on the throw-in. She'll throw it into the box. That finds number 9 for the Hawks, but unable to make a play on that ball. Shielded by Cullen. She tips over. A little bit slow to get up, but Cullen's all right. So it'll be a goal kick for the Colts. If you're just joining us, it's quarterfinal action here at Colts Pitch at Progress Campus. It's 1-1 between the Humber Hawks and the Centennial Colts. You got Jack Middleton alongside Pedro Casalado on this call for you.
Pleasure being here.
A gorgeous night here at Colts Pitch. No wind. It's not cold. We've been here in 0-degree weather already this year, but a nice, lovely day to sit here and enjoy some quarterfinal soccer. This ball's played into the midfield, just kind of up into the air by everybody. Mayoni misses that header. The ball played again into the air. That's by Gatti as the Colts try and play it. Sol finally finds the ball. Tangled up with Mayoni as Mayoni unable to find the ball, but DeVillis a good read and a good play. The ball turned back the other way. Callender has the ball. Sol steals it from Callender as the Kickoff makes a move and will play it back to DeVillis, retaking her position over there on the right back. Here's Sydney Frazier in the middle of the field. Frazier takes off. Christie calling for the ball, and she finds Christie. Simone Christie plays it up the wing to Cassiello. Cassiello trying to work by Robitaille. So far, good battle from Cassiello and Robitaille. Christie sneaks in there and plays it off the foot of Robitaille. It'll be a goal kick for the Humber Hawks.
Good chance by the Colts there. A lot of hustle by Simone Christie to sneak in and try to get a touch on that ball. Surprised the Hawks defender, but a goal kick for the Hawks was awarded. But that's what we want to see, right? This game got a little messy in the midfield, in my opinion, for both teams, which is, I believe, a reflect of what this game means, right? So it's just a matter of who can organize and clear their game out a little better, and we'll probably see some action going.
Another flick by the Hawks. This ball is headed back by DeVillis. A good play, shielded by Cullen, so Crone Slate could pick it up for a little bit of ball pressure, taking the pressure off of the Centennial Colts. Crone Slate again pushing her defensive line up the field. Back kick into the midfield, a good header there by the Hawks as DeVillis just clears it back the other way. Mayoni, good pressure by Mayoni as Robitaille clears the ball. Frazier battles with it in the midfield with Spalla. Hawks now clear back to it. Like you said, a little bit of a messy midfield going on so far. Just playing the ball.
Neither of the teams is being able to actually create something very realistic.
Just playing a little ping pong. As I say that, midfielder Frazier unable to get the ball by the Hawks defensive line. All the way out of her net is Volpe to grab that one.
I do believe that at this point, both teams aren't really used to this kind of pressure, especially the Hawks, who play in the West Division, who is known to be a little stronger than the East Division. But as you said before this game, a game's a game. Anything can happen, right?
Yeah, you never know what's going on. Obviously, I mean, like we said, the Humber Hawks are the 6th seed technically in the Western Conference, but Putting up a really good fight against the 2-seeded Colts so far as the Hawks turn it up the field, trying to get by Horn. Was Spalla able to do so, finds Callender. Callender tries to get up the wing by DeVellis. A good play by DeVellis off the foot of Callender. A great play by Alicia DeVellis as the Colts have a goal kick.
Great anticipation by DeVellis right there. Kicked the ball off the Hawks attacker. That's a goal kick. Colts regaining possession.
Does it feel like this second half is moving a little slower than the first half for you?
It did die down, I think. I think it
does feel like it as
both teams in the first half came out at a very, very aggressive vibe, right? And now we just they seem to be a little more cautious. Seem to be like worrying about their gaps and worrying about playing defense a little more than playing than attacking, which is fair given that both teams are very strong, right?
Yeah,
so any mistake, it could be fatal.
Yeah, at this moment, you're just trying not to make mistakes, I think is what's going on with about 25-ish minutes to go. Just trying not to make a mistake. No fouls, no problem at all. That ball cleared off of a Humber Hawks leg, and it'll be a throw-in for the Colts. It just feels like you said there's a little bit less offensive pressure from each side, just kind of trying not to get scored on at this moment, trying not to make mistakes. As I say that, the Hawks push all 10 into the offensive side of the field, looking to make this a 2-1 game. It'll be a throw-in by Debiaco.
Yeah, you can see now the response by the Hawks to the Colts wave of pressure. Now they are surfing. That's a shot.
Good move by the Hawks. A good shot just to the right of the net. Misses the target as a goal kick for the Colts comes. Just like they've been doing all game, the Humber Hawks are quick on attack. That was a short little throw-in by Debiaco, and that ball within 1 or 2 touches found its way to the feet of who took that shot. Did you see who took that shot?
No, Pedro? I did not quite catch that.
I didn't see who took that shot, but found her foot and on net very quickly. Callender tries to make a play on the back. Was Cullen able to find Casiello as she's onside and has the ball. Into the box is Mayoni. Casiello stops up. Whatever just happened on that field. A penalty.
I do believe she was just outside the box.
She was outside the box.
But that would... Yes, that would have been a P kick. That could very well be a P kick. The yellow card was very, very, I believe, just to given what happened in this play right now.
Able to stay away from the sideline of the field. Thank you.
Soledad Vasquez getting ready to take that free kick. There was no penalty awarded. As I believe that was Callender in the Hawk squad, just stopping that play, really pushing Natalia Casiello to not be able to keep that ball.
Yeah, it was just a little bit of a, I guess you.
That was yes, one heavy contact.
It was heavy contact, a little bit of a tangle up is the way I would describe that. Just outside of the box, like you said. So it'll be a free kick for Soledad Vasquez, a dangerous little spot. Vasquez leading the team in goals. So something, maybe she puts this on target. Is she looking for a cross? Who knows? We'll see it right here. Vasquez with the shot into the box, off of Volpe's hand and just by the side of the net, but off a Humber Hawks defender. It'll be a corner kick. As you see on this replay, Volpe unable to grab it, but off of the Hawks defender. I couldn't tell who that was, but it'll be a corner kick for the Colts coming. Cullen in the corner. She's going to play it quick to Mayoni. Mayoni is going to play it to Cullen. Was she onside? She was. Cullen tries the cross. It goes deep to Dekoff off the top of her head. Dekoff plays it into the box, but played out by the Hawks as they try and turn it the other way. They are unable to do so. Oh, what a play by the AT over by the 10.
My God, Vic, that was a high jump. I did not know he got that.
Vic getting up there. Guess keeping the ball in for us. A back heel by Lima. Tries to find Vasquez, unable to do so. Just cleared out by the Hawks, and it'll be another throw in. On the throw is DeVillis for the Colts. Finds Lima, back to DeVillis. Back to Lima. Lima has a cross opportunity. Unable to find Mayoni. Is just headed out, but Cullen into the box. A good kick, a good attempt, but over the top of the net. A good chance, but the Hawks just kind of avoid the pressure there. There was some big pressure by the Colts, but avoiding it all were the Hawks.
This is what we like to see, right? One team attacks and the response comes right away. Both teams are not really afraid to attack.
Callender with a good move to try and get around Christie, but Christie battling with Callender, able to do so as Casiello just kicks it past a Hawk defender, able to just keep the pressure away from the Colts, keeping it on the offensive side of the field, but a throw in for the Hawks. On the throw is Cassiator. The throw goes to number 17, that's Spallis. She'll just boot it up to Horn. Horn misplay. That'll find into the midfield. Vasquez, the header. As moving up the field is Fraga for the Hawks, but DeVillis, a nice play there to take it away from danger. Kicks it out the side to throw in for the Hawks. Debiaco on the throw. The quick throw by the Hawks. Goes to the far side of the field. Can't figure out who that was, but the ball is going to stay in play, I believe. DeVillis in the corner. Now she plays it out. A little odd little play there. That ball, obviously, it's a turf field here. It's very flat. The ball's not just going to run its way out of bounds here, Pedro. And
yeah,
DeVillis just kind of waited for that ball and watched and gave up possession. A weird play there in their corner. Throw in for the Hawks. Played by the Colts. Mayoni battles. Unable to do so. The kick by Russell is handled by Kronsley.
Yeah, Jordan Kronsley is going to hold the tension a little bit for the Colts here. Putting that to the midfield.
I would say it's boot. Just kind of off the side of the foot as the Hawks turn it back the other way. Goes to the far side of the field. The Hawks, good play by DeVillis to keep that ball away. She'll just boot it out into the midfield as DeKoff tries to get there. Debiaco with her, off the head of Debiaco. A good play by DeKoff. As DeKoff will play quickly in on the throw. Finds Mayoni. Mayoni shielding well. Shielding off, that's Fraga. It's actually a Hawks throw-in. I thought that was a throw-in for the Colts.
Yeah, the line ref ruled that in favor of the Colts, but the head ref just overruled it and gave that ball to the Hawks.
So the Hawks looking to capitalize on that. It's Caitlin Russell working up the field. She's got the ball on the far side. The pass into the middle off the foot of, I believe that was Chantel Spala. She still has the ball, trying to play it, but good play by Lima as the Colts try to go back the other way. Mayoni to Lima. Lima the through ball to DeKoff. Racing with Debiaco. A good play by Anon Debiaco to play that ball out.
See what happens, right? As we saw the Hawks doing right now, they took most of their players to the attacking side of the pitch. And since this midfield is kind of like a no man's land, we see the counter-attacking opportunities happening quite a bit for both teams, right? We got the Colts, the Lima with the through pass that almost reached the cuff. Could have been very dangerous. But you have to be very, very careful when you're taking your players up the pitch to attack, because the response is going to come right after, right? And
just like the Hawks, they work very quickly on offense, but so do the Colts. They get up the field very quickly with speed and looking for any kind of offensive pressure. The Colts are, as Lima grabs the ball in the midfield, plays around one Hawks defender, tries to get around another, but a good header to keep that out of Lima's hands. That ball is played up. Christie just off the foot of Christie as Frazier plays it on the bounce. Off the head of Frazier as Christie plays it back into the night sky. Christie plays it down as Lima tries to control it, unable to do so. A rare giveaway by Vanessa Lima. Lima, that is played into the Hawks. Quick little body check. Lima tries to play it quickly. The ref says not a shot. That place was just a little bit too far, says Lima. Or sorry, says the ref, sorry. Lima pretty unhappy about that as Cullen plays that ball over everybody to Casiello. She plays it by everybody and she scores! Natalia Casiello!
Natalia Casiello showing what she has to give to this Colts squad, right? Natalia Casiello, one of the main players. Very, very good to see her playing. And what a play by the Colts right there. I was about to say that foul, that argument for the ref saying that the ball was far from the place that the foul happened was a little controversial, but honestly, I'll just take it. And Natalia Casiello was able to get that ball, get that rebound off the Hawks defenders, and scored the second one. Colts are now up 2-1, and that's going to change the game. It's going to change the game completely. As we got now one Hawks player on the ground, I believe that might be number 6, Cassiatori. Hope everything's okay. Hope it's nothing major. Do believe there was a bit of a heavy contact right there. She took her hands to her face. I do believe there might be a bleeding. So she's now walking out of the pitch as we're going to have one substitution.
Yeah, what you didn't see there, we were following Casiello, of course, but Mayoni and who is that? That's Emily Robitaille. Did collide again, another head-to-head little action there. You see there Robitaille and Mayoni on the head on that little flick over everybody, but it finds Casiello as she pots it home for her second of the game as the Colts now lead it 2-1.
Yeah, Natalia Casiello scoring the second one, taking a second one to her name, right? A very, very important Colts player. Now put the Colts up on the scoreboard, 2-1.
The Hawks now down by 1. A quick change of momentum for the Colts. This ball trying to be played over Christie. Christie plays it well. Casiello battles with number 7. That's Melina Acosta. Casiello plays it well by Acosta. As running onto the ball is Dion, unable to get that ball. Dion coming in. Who did she come in for? I believe she came in for Elizabeth Mayoni, who again has to go off to get that head checked.
Mayoni is just a tank.
Yeah, hopefully she's all right. She's just got to, obviously precautionary reasons again, she's got to get checked on by the training staff. And she'll probably be back on the field shortly as the Colts have a throw-in. We're into the 74th minute here at Colts pitch. The Colts lead it 2-1 after goals by both Natalia Casiello with 2 goals here for the Colts. Obviously, a welcome body back onto this field for Rich Hurst. Now scoring 2 in this game. She scored 2 in Wednesday's game in the qualifier game against the St. Lawrence Surge. Casiello has been a key factor in playoff victories so far for the Colts. The Hawks trying to play it upfield, unable to do so. To throw in for the Colts, it's DeVellis, like always, on the throw.
Got 15 minutes left of the second half. It's now or never for the Hawks, and the Colts just got to be cautious now. They got to be very, very careful. Let's see what Coach Rich is going to do in terms of strategy and how we're going to behave even up 1 on the scoreboard.
We're not going to see her come back on the field yet because we got a Colts throw-in. I believe it's a throw-in. But back to the table is that tank we mentioned, Elizabeth Mayoni. So she's all right. She'll come back in when that chance comes. So far, Vanessa Lima has the ball in the far corner. Battling with Debbie Acco at the flag. Good keep away game by the Colts and Vanessa Lima. The ball trying to find its way into the box. The cough finds Dion. Dion just...
a lot of pressure around her. She tried to go for that shot, or maybe a pass to Natalia Casiello, who was waiting right outside the box. Not able to complete that one, though.
As the Hawks try and play it up, but they pushed everybody into their defensive side of the field, so nobody there to pressure the Colts back line as the Colts play it back upfield. That's Miley DeKoff, a good move to get around 1, trying to find Dion, but a little bit miscommunication as the Hawks turn it back the other way.
Yeah, Dion tried to drag the defenders to the right side to give Miley DeKoff a little bit of space, but Miley just went for that pass, right? Maybe bad on speed.
A kick there by the Hawks is just over the bar. What a shot there by, who was that? That was Chantal Spalla, I believe, with a great shot from way outside the box. Just over the bar of Crohn's Slate.
Yeah, dangerous chance by the Hawks there. Very, very... Again, this game is getting me on the edge of my seat. I don't have the heart for that anymore.
No, maybe a little wipe of the brow for the Colts as checking out is Vanessa Lima. Back into the game is Elizabeth Mayoni, so she's all right. We're still looking to the Humber sideline for Emily Robitaille, hoping she's all right.
It's an interesting move there by Coach Rich. Decide to hold Vanessa Lima back as a forward and put Mayoni back in as a defensive mid
From my
to give
knowledge,
the defensive line a little bit of more structure.
You get a little bit more structure for the defensive line, but I also see Lima heading over to the AT table. She did have I believe a bandage on her, her left eyebrow. Or actually, it was her right eyebrow, mistake.
Never mind, I might just be completely wrong then.
Maybe I'm backwards, but she's just heading maybe to get a check, maybe a new bandage played on. I don't see anything horrible going on. Lima will be back on the field, I'm sure. Here's Miley DeKoff. Into the 78th minute we go. The Colts lead it by a score of 2-1. With the Hawks trying to tie it up. A good slide tackle there by DeVillis. And a tough tackle by Debiaco, but the Colts have the advantage as the ball gets played up the field. Unable to get to it is Dion as Haley Lewis finds the ball, but plays it out as it'll be a Colts throw-in.
We've been talking about how much of a tank Elizabeth Mayoni is, but Annabelle Dion got a lot of strength herself. She got tackled there pretty aggressively and got up right away to chase that ball. Very, very nice to see the hustle in this Colts young squad.
On that far side, DeKoff plays it in off the hands of Volpe. Casiello very well playing, avoiding Volpe there. Casiello, of course, does have the yellow card on her name, so she's got to play a little bit tight. As Callender's got the ball in the midfield. Frazier all over. A good play there by Sydney Frazier to get the ball back. As the Colts turn it back the other way. It's Soledad Vasquez. Her pass will find Miley DeKoff on the far side. Into the midfield to Sydney Frazier, trying to find Dion, but picked off there by Haley Lewis as the Hawks turn it back the other way. DeVellis with a good shoulder-to-shoulder check there to keep the Hawks away from the attacking side as DeVellis has the throw-in. Colts play it quickly as Horn will just kick it into the midfield.
Getting close to the 8th minute mark. The energy now is completely unpredictable, I would say.
Something you probably don't want to see is the Colts move back into a defensive stance. A mistake that happens a lot, especially in college sports. The don't score on me, we got the lead, and it never works out. The other team is pushing for a goal. You know, it's probably a little bit easier to not give up a goal. It's being on the offensive side of the pitch, Pedro. So hopefully Rich Hurst has learned in years past and is going to push for his team to maybe score another one. You score another one and this game gets a little bit more out of hand as the ball goes into the box. A hard challenge from Cullen into Callender. Just kind of a sandwich between Simone Christie and Emily Cullen.
Yeah, again, a miscommunication time between Emily Cullen and Simone Christie. They both went for that ball and ended up in a pretty dangerous attempt by the Hawks.
Callender tries to play keep away, but Christie just gets it off her feet, kicks it out. It'll be a throw-in for the Hawks. Can't tell who's got the throw-in for the Hawks. That ball is played into the middle. That's Chantel Spalla. That ball is played out by the Colts line. It'll be a corner kick for the Hawks. Maybe the opportunity they're looking for here in the 80th minute.
Yeah, dangerous chance by the Hawks there. It's very great timing for a corner kick right now. Caitlin Russell's going to take that one for them.
I told you it was going to happen pretty quickly. Vanessa Lima is going to check back into the game. Sydney Frazier coming out for the Colts. So bringing a little bit of size, a little bit more skill into this game is Rich Hurst, getting Frazier a couple minutes of rest. I'm sure she'll also be back into this game at some point.
Colts got all the players in the box.
The corner kick by Russell goes into the box, away from everybody, off the post. A good header, but off the post. A savior is that post. Maybe go give that thing a kiss, Jordan Crone-Slate.
That definitely saved the Colts this time as the Hawks got another chance for a corner kick. Very precise corner kick by Caitlin Russell there.
A good
Let's
header.
see what she can do.
Couldn't even see who got the head on that ball.
Yeah, it's quite congested there, I'd say.
But a good header as the ball gets back into the corner. Another corner kick for the Hawks. Happens again. Some dominoes fall over in the box. No call as the Colts play it out the side. There'll be a throw in for the Hawks. I believe that was Callender falling over with Elizabeth Mayoni. Again, back in the middle of some physical action.
Yeah, you see Hawks getting a little bit of momentum, waking up their crowd. Some Toronto rivals, I'd say. Especially after the indoor season last time. The beginning of this year, actually. Last season, both teams, they draw 1-1 in the qualifiers, and the Colts actually made to the final.
A shot on net there by Anand Debiaco is handled by Kronslade, who falls on it. Into the 82nd minute we go. Good kick there by Kronslade. Kickoff tries to leave it and play it around Debiaco. Unable to do so, Debiaco plays it out. It'll be a throw in for the Colts. Alicia DeVellis on the throw. Tries to find Annabelle Dion, unable to do so. Played out well by the Hawks. That ball, a tough challenge. Not a good challenge there by Aldina Horn. It was kind of knee up into the body of who is that for the Hawks. That is Caitlin Russell. A tough challenge there. No card given out.
I do not think that was enough for a card. I do believe that Ladina was there with the intention of just stopping the play and letting her team reorganize. And it's quite effective, I have to say that. It's maybe not the most gentle way to take on a soccer game, but...
we are going to see this ball definitely get into the box. It's going to be played in by Haley Lewis, I believe is that, taking the free kick there for the Hawks. She'll play that into the box. That kick misses everybody, bodied out well. It was Cullen kind of boxing out there. As
Emily Cullen was not able to clear that one out. That ball just passed through. And luckily, Jordan Cronsley was there just to catch that one and reset for the Colts.
Cronsley with the kick goes to Dion. I believe that might have been off. I don't know.
I do, yeah. I kind of saw that too. Kind of off her hand, but
she kind of put her arms up over her head like she didn't want to head that ball. But no call as the Hawks turn it back the other way. It's Haley Lewis. Lewis upfield. I believe that's Caitlin Russell. Russell back to Lewis. Playing in the middle of the field is the Hawks. The through ball played well by Christie as Lima's just going to clear that ball out. Dion with good pressure. A bad tackle there by Annabelle Dion. Nothing there really in between. There was a little exchange between Dion and number 6 of the Hawks. It's Cassie.
As we approach the last 5 minutes of this game, things are getting heated, and that's pretty fair, I would say, given what this game's worth.
We are going to have a substitution for the Hawks. I believe maybe the Colts are trying to have one too.
Yeah, Acosta comes out and coming in for the Hawks. I believe that's... We cannot quite see from here. It's getting pretty dark.
No number on the back. The Colts are going to wait for the sub as the free kick comes in from Haley Lewis. Over the head of everybody through Jordan Crone-Slate. A goal for the Humber Hawks. Chantel Spala ties the game for the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, those were happening. I was about to see how precise the Hawks have been with the free kicks and stop balls. Corner kicks in general, they've been very, very precise. And I do believe that's their strength coming out for tonight. And they've been taking a lot of advantage of that. And that's a very tough one for the Colts as well. Colts got to be able to respond now, as we only have about 5 minutes left of this game before overtime. If the scoreboard stays as is, we will see this game going on for 30 more minutes. And if it doesn't change as well in those 30 minutes, we're going to P kicks. But again, Jack, I was just saying here how the Hawks have been very, very precise with top balls, right? Free kicks and corner kicks. They put that ball up there. So that has been the differential for that.
Spectators, if you could please stay off the field of play, please. Thank you.
As ball rolls back in game, Colts are now, game's now tied. Colts are now looking for a chance to respond to that attack.
Colts push quickly. It's Lima finding Miley Dikoff, tries a through ball to Dion, unable to do so as the Hawks turn it back the other way with 3 to go before the added time. The ball comes up to Callender. Good play, gets the ball by Christie, but Cullen played it well off the foot of the Humber Hawks. It's going to be a Colts throw-in. Cullen, the quick throw-in, finds Vanessa Lima. Wants to switch the field, unable to do so as played back to Emily Cullen. Callender pressured well, but the ball does find Alicia DeVellis. A good move to get by one Hawk. DeVellis into the midfield, tries to find Dion, unable to do so. Dion tries to challenge to get the ball back. Also unable to do so as the Hawks find their way up the field to Calendar. Charging up the field is Cassia Tor. She gets into the box, a fake shot. It's Cassia Tor. The pass into the middle. A good play there by Eldina Horn to keep that ball away from the net as the Colts try to push it up the other way. It's Vanessa Lima. That was a hard challenge by Robitaille, but the Colts keep the ball. It's Vanessa Lima with the ball in the corner. She keeps the ball in. Robitaille, a good defensive play to keep Lima away.
Yeah, Lima very, very effective on taking that ball up the pitch along this left side here.
The throw in by Lima finds Mayoni. Mayoni, the corner goes into the box trying to find kickoff. A good header there by Anand Debiaco to get the ball out of the box. The Hawks just clear the ball back as the Colts back line and Horn back to DeVellis. DeVellis trying to...
DeVellis not able to keep that one in bound. Miley Kickoff was not quite there to receive that pass. So another turnover. Both teams are very locked in. We've been seeing very, very effective plays right now. And that's if your team's not playing here, if the team you support is not playing here, it's just a very good game to watch, right? But both teams being very effective on the chances they're creating, and now the score on 2-2. It's we don't know. I have no words to explain what am I expecting right now. I have no words to describe how this game's going. It's just electric.
Yeah, there is nothing to expect. Honestly, there's nothing to expect. It's a quarterfinal game. Anything can happen. We've said that so many times. A back and forth affair. And
again, a game that could might as well be a final. Two teams that are usually up there in terms of results.
Yeah, you can say two of the best teams here in the OCAA. Record standings don't matter when you get this far. This is definitely two of the best teams in the OCAA you're seeing. The ball plays into the box into the 89th minute. Christie gets the ball off the foot of Russell as the Colts try to go back the other way, but taken back by Spala. The Hawks look to get the ball into the box, but DeVilla shielded well. She gets the ball back off of Rosie Nichols and just plays it out as the Hawks will have a throw in.
About 20 seconds left of regular time. We got a substitution for the Colts coming out. It's Annabelle Dion coming back in the game, Nayla Roll. As we approach the 90th minute mark, I believe the ref's going to let this game roll for a few more minutes as well, just as the first half went. And if nothing happens, we're going to overtime, 2 of 15 minutes.
Yeah, we just hit the 90th minute, so we're into added time as the Colts get the ball out of danger way, but not for long. The ball gets back into the box, just out of the reach of Calendar. That'll be a goal kick for the Colts. Pedro, how much time do you think he's going to add on here? Probably 4 or 5
I would add like
minutes?
3 to 4, I'd say. Not let this game go too long, especially because if nothing happens, we're going to play 30 more minutes at least.
Gonna have to play some more if this goes on, but
there's not really a reason to let it roll that much, but I don't know.
It depends on body on body between Debiaco and Nayla Rowe. The ball finds Calendar. She's trying to work around Simone Christie. A good play by Simone Christie to keep the ball off the foot of Humber's dangerous player in Calendar. Another body check from Humber's back line. That's Emily Robitaille on that foul. Off onto Nayla Rowe. It was just to the back.
Yeah, game getting heat up, and players really going hard right now as we approach the final whistle moment.
A dangerous tackle there. Cullen's got the free kick for the Colts. Cullen's free kick goes into the box, off the head of everybody. Into the box. Cassiello tries to get it. Kickoff on the shot. A good block there by Antonia Gatti. As the Colts
Antonia Gatti just saved the Hawks right there as Miley, the cough shot was a very good contact.
Colts have a corner kick, but played to Sol Vasquez. The corner goes in off the hands of Volpe. Lima tries a kick. A good block there by Humber. As Horn attempts a shot on goal just off the top of the foot. It flies over the net and out of play. It'll be a goal kick.
Yeah, Jack, every time we're together here, something crazy happens, and I almost have multiple heart attacks.
Yeah, I keep aging about 5 years every time we're together, Pedro, and it's I don't actually hate it, to be honest with you. I'm watching some good soccer, but it's making me age, and I don't like it. That kick finds nobody all the way back to Eldina Horn, who plays it upfield off the head of a Humber midfielder, but cleared away by Haley Lewis. Cullen now moving upfield. Cullen trying a pass, misses everybody as the Hawks turn it back the other way. A good pass there by Ator, finds the far side, but Horn a good tackle there to get the ball away from danger. Dukoff's kick trying to find Nayla Rowe. Good play by Anon Debiaco to keep that away. We can't be going for much longer, but the Hawks keep the pressure on, so we can't blow it down as Cullen keeps that ball away. Now the Hawks have it at the midfield. That's Robitaille. Blocked. Goes to Ator. The pass into the middle. Turning is the Hawks. Number 18, that's Fraga, into the midfield. Goes out wide, trying to find Callender. A good play there by Christie.
Good touch there by Casiello.
Casiello playing her defensive work as Rowe trying to beat Robitaille.
Nayla Rowe's
good
fast.
Shoulder to shoulder, and a horrible tackle there. Robitaille battling back against Nayla Rowe. Rowe and the Colts with a free kick.
Yeah, Raf going easy as we approach the final whistle. But we'll see how it goes here. Crowds are very, very energetic right now. A dangerous chance for the Colts. That could very well be the last play of the game as we approach the 4th minute of stoppage time.
Yeah, this has to be the last attempt on goal. It has to be in the regular time here and the added stoppage time. Be Vanessa Lima on the free kick just outside the box.
Vanessa Lima's taking that one for the Colts.
Humber obviously knows this is going on net. 5 people in the wall trying to keep this ball out of the net. Lima, wizardry over the top of the net. A good save there by Angela Volpe. The Hawks are going to clear it out. Mayoni, a good touch, keeps the ball in the offensive side of the field. Mayoni tries the through ball. Cullen doesn't read it well, but plays to it, trying to keep that ball in play. It'll be a goal kick for the Hawks.
Yeah, let's check in the replay. A good free kick attempt by Lima there. And that's the end of regular time. We're playing 2 more halves of 15 minutes each. Oh my God, I'm so nervous. I just can't.
Yeah,
I just
the
can't.
words aren't coming out of your mouth, so I'll take it. 2 goals apiece, the Humber Hawks and the Centennial Colts. We move to extra time. We got 2 15-minute halves coming your way. Extra soccer between the Centennial Colts and the Humber Hawks. Pedro, your thoughts through 90?
Very energetic game, especially the last 10 minutes. Things got, actually, I would say, I dare to say, things got a little out of hand. A lot of fouls, a lot of very aggressive plays. I do believe that's going to be a trend for the overtime as well. But one thing we have to see if the Colts wants to succeed in this quarterfinal match is to organize and be patient, right? We have the Hawks are being very effective in corner kicks and free kicks. So any mistake that would lead to any opportunity for them in terms of that strategy could be very well the deciding factor for this game, right? So a lot of patience and a lot of mindfulness as well. Got to be aware of what you're doing.
Absolutely. You took the words right out of my mouth. I got nothing really else to say. An exciting one between the Humber Hawks and the Centennial Colts. We're going to step away for a couple minutes as we get a little breather, and we'll be right back with extra time.
Stepping out, giving a damn by where I keep running back. It's all good, man. Never seen him so bad. That's how you get shot. I be in the vanish mode, I do that a lot. Took her panties off and these bitches in the back. My aces ain't nothing and them busted. If my ops ain't rapping, they ain't lucky. You ain't ready to pull the trigger, she ain't touch it. I know you on your face. I'm a savage. Snapper, booty, and magic. I slap it with the ratchet. Track on me, get the egg. Don't call your uncle, call your dad, call your uncle, don't call me. Always in my ear, yo, a few. Why my office posting guns and only you say two. Hey, like an athlete, I got you just remember who y'all talking to. This is not a fancy, I got for you if I'm not working, girl. If I'm busy, no. You need to find you someone else to call. When your bank account get low, you need to find you someone.
Welcome back to Colts pitch here at Progress Campus. It's extra time between the Humber Hawks and the Centennial Colts, a 2-2 tie. You got Jack Middleton alongside Pedro Casalato calling this for you. An exciting game so far, Pedro.
I know. Exciting. I think it's a little too gentle to describe what's going on. It is a game worth of a quarterfinal. That's definitely up to the standards. As both teams are now ready to kick off, we're going to get the overtime rolling here. And we'll see how it goes, how both teams are going to come out. Hawks scored the equalizer about 5 minutes before the regular time game finished. And now both teams are going to have to manage their stamina and energy itself to go through this next 30 minutes.
So the Hawks got the first ball after the coin flip. And they've got the ball on their offensive side. It's Callender. Callender trying to work around to Villas. Plays the ball into the box. Christie plays it away as it finds its way to Vanessa Lima. Tries to find Nat Casiello. Unable to do so as Lewis moves it up for the Hawks. That's Nichols trying to find alongside. That was Acosta trying to find Acosta. Broken up well by the Colts. It'll be a throw in for the Hawks.
Yeah, it's more than ever. Now the ref has to keep that game within his control, right? Players are getting heated. The contact is happening, so it's just a matter of paying attention to the outcome of those plays.
As the Colts push it up the field, they got a little bit of work. Natalia Casiello, a couple dribbles and a good play there by Fraga to get the ball off of Casiello's row battles. Couple Hawks to keep the ball as Spalla moves the ball up, trying to find Callender. A good play by DeVillis. Keeps the ball out of Callender's reach. Mayoni turns the ball over. The ball finally does find Callender. Horn on Callender. Couple moves. Callender gets by Horn. A good work there as the ball stays off. Played off of the head of one of the Humber Hawks, stays in play.
The ref let game rolling. Callender almost scored a very, very powerful shot right there. There goes the first chance of the Hawks.
Yeah, shot from an impossible angle pretty much by Khalees Callender. But doesn't go in, nothing happens. We stay tied at 2 as the Colts have a goal kick. The kick misses every Colt, but they get the ball back with Nayla Rowe. Rowe's in the midfield, tries to turn a through ball to Miley DeKoff. DeKoff for the Colts. Takes a shot off the leg of a defender. Just a good tip and a good block there by that Hawk defender. Keeps the ball out of the net. DeKoff with the shot.
There goes, again, a quick response by the Colts right there. This game is not decided by any means.
Ball finds its way to Callender. Callender, a couple good moves to get by Mayoni. Mayoni stays in front, though, as Callender's got to play the ball across the field off the head of Nichols and into the hands of Crone Slate. If you're just joining us, obviously it's extra time here between the Colts and the Hawks. We got 2 15-minute halves if nothing is decided in that 30 minutes of time. We will head to penalty kicks to decide who moves on to the semifinals, and we'll play the Redeemer Royals in the semifinals. A free kick awarded to the Colts. Cullen's going to have it just inside.
Quite hold Nayla Rowe's jersey there. So Emily Cullen will take the Colts up the pitch now.
Yeah, free kick just in front of the midfield circle. For sure going into the box, maybe even on target for Cullen. The kick
that goes
from
way
Cullen
too
is
high.
Going to be skied over the top of the net by Cullen. She looks to the sky. A little bit of anger from Emily Cullen.
Yeah, Cullen, usually a key player for the Colts tonight. Not having the greatest, honestly, but of course, Cullen's
a handball there by the captain of the Humber Hawks.
I was gonna say Cullen's 8 out of 10 performance, still an 8 out of 10 performance. A very, very important player for the Colts, but tonight not quite being able to build a lot of momentum.
I know that first goal went off of, I don't know if it went off of Cullen, but Crone Slate and Cullen actually just kind of collided together and the ball snuck through them, but obviously it hasn't been a problem yet. A 2-2 game between the Hawks and the Colts. So as the aforementioned Cullen plays against that is Russell on the far side, but Mayoni picks off the pass as Mayoni takes off. Elizabeth Mayoni tries a through ball. Nobody there. I believe that was a hard challenge as Mayoni falls to the ground. It'll be a Colts free kick once again, pretty much from the same spot.
That was a very exciting game. The amount of fouls is something that we haven't seen in the OCAA like in any game so far.
Absolutely, we got a free kick from Cullen. If you didn't hear us before, the winner of this will take on the Redeemer Royals in the semifinals. The Seneca Sting have booked their ticket to the Final Four with a 3-1 victory over the Mohawk Mountaineers. This ball's played into the box, cleared away by the Hawks. So the Seneca Sting will host the Final Four. That's, I believe, next weekend, October 25th to 27th at Newnham campus. The winner of this game, like I said, will take on the Redeemer Royals. Seneca awaits the winner of the Sheridan Bruins and the Durham Lords. We're trying to find that score for you here shortly if you are looking to see who is going to be a part of the Final Four. As the Durham Lords currently lead the Sheridan Bruins 2-1 in the 27th minute. There's the cross. The corner from Cullen is headed away by the Hawks. Soledad Vasquez swings at it. Unable to do so. No flag there. Everybody looking for an offside. It was Rowe keeps the ball. Another good block there by Gatti as the Hawks try and keep the ball out of their box, and they do so. Not for long, though, as Vasquez with the pick-off and the turnover by the Hawks. Casiello tries to find Rowe, and a good play by Debiaco to keep it off of Rowe's feet.
Yeah, the game there in Oshawa getting close to the 30th minute mark of the second half. Durham leading 2-1. Very interesting result there. If Durham happens to advance to the next round, they will play the Seneca Sting. Seneca has already defeated Durham in regular season. And this game here, it's just matters of who can score right now. We'll take on the Redeemer Royals, first seeded team on the West Division.
So we got both number 1 seeds have booked their ticket. We got a 2 and 6 matchup here. The 2 seed looking to join those 1 seeds, while the Sheridan Bruins and the Durham Lords battle it out to see who fills out the final 4. We're into the 96th minute here at Colts pitch. Still a 2-2 tie. It's a throw in for the Hawks. Misses everybody. Eventually finds a Hawk. That Hawk was Russell. Tries to find Callender, and it does find Callender. The pass from Callender goes into the box to Russell. The kick just wide of the net. A goal kick for the Colts. I thought Callender was going to let one fly there. We haven't seen her take a lot of shots. The fake shot, the pass went into Russell.
Definitely could have. I believe that this time of the game, you don't really want to risk that much. If you have a clear chance to take that ball a little closer to the goal, you might as well just take it.
Especially deep in this. The only thing I would say is this deep into a game, shots are shots. Let's be honest.
That is fair, yeah.
You're trying to score, you might as well take the attempt and put it on net, especially when you're as dangerous as Khalees Callender is for the Humber Hawks. But the Colts turn it up the other way. It's Natalia Cassiello. Her pass into the middle. There is nobody there, so Debiaco is going to settle it down for the Hawks, but a good pressure by Rowe forces the ball upfield. Callender battles with DeVillis. DeKoff in to double team Callender. She spins away from both players. That ball goes into the box trying to find Nichols. Rosie Nichols and Simone Christie. Christie, all she can do is kick that ball out the back.
Yeah,
a corner kick.
There you go, another corner kick for the Hawks, and once again,
it's been dangerous so far. The Hawks have the size, obviously, right?
Yeah, number 9, Caitlin Russell, walking up to the corner to take that one for the Hawks. Caitlin Russell has been very, very precise on those corner kicks. Again, that's how they created a chance for the second goal.
Yeah. Obviously, they tied up. That, like you said, that second goal was off of a corner kick. They look to do it one more time. We're just about into the 99th minute. The corner kick coming from Caitlin Russell. That kick into the box. Not a good one there from Caitlin Russell. Just finds its way out as the Colts escape the pressure, and it's a goal kick.
It's a commentator curse, I guess. We cannot...
Everything that happens. Our other commentator, Zachary Phillips, did it about 1 billion times in your volleyball game last night. I've done it a couple times doing volleyball. That's just, you try and hype somebody up,
and they go there and miss a serve.
Yeah, and then it's just something goes the wrong way, and you feel so bad. But it's the point of a commentator. You got to say it. Crone Slate with the goal kick. Over everybody's head in the midfield as Christie just kicks it up into the night sky. Cassiello gets around one Humber Hawk. That was Acosta. That ball finds its way out. A throw in for the Colts.
Yeah, 10 minutes through this first overtime half. And teams are still feeling each other, right? Still trying to see what's going to happen, what's each other's strategy for this overtime, especially given that it was a long game and very energetic, right? So I do believe players are very tired now and just pushing through, and it's just a matter of who has more patience.
Yeah, you got to find that energy within. Now past an hour and a half of soccer, now almost into the hour and 45-minute mark, as our score clock doesn't normally hit the 100-minute mark, so it doesn't look great over there. It actually looks like an H in the 1 mark. But as we say that, Debiaco clears the ball away from a surging Miley DeKoff. DeVillis and Callender are going to battle as Callender. A good play there by DeVillis to shield Callender. It's going to be a throw-in no matter what. Throw-in, free kick, doesn't matter. It's going to be Colts ball.
Yeah, the contact happened after the ball's out of bounds. Callender kind of like body check. Oh, that was a foul argue, actually. The ref said the ball is still in game. So Callender kind of like body checked the Villies, and the Villies went to the ground.
Hearing it from the Colts side of the field for the fans. Callender with a little smile. She loves the hate that's coming towards her. Doesn't matter. The Colts have the ball. It's Cullen on the near side. Callender on Cullen. Finds Elizabeth Mayoni in the midfield. Not a whole lot of pressure from the Hawks as that ball is played out wide, finding Natalia Cassiello. She plays it by Acosta. But Acosta running into it. Casiello tries the corner, unable to get it into the box. The Hawks clear it up the field. A little bit of a missed touch by Russell, but she keeps the ball. Finds her teammate on the far side of the field as that's Spall in the middle of the field battling with Rowe and Casiello. A hard tackle there by Casiello. She's got to be careful. Obviously, she's got that yellow card already to her name. A hard tackle there. Doesn't look like there's going to be a card coming.
Yeah, number 17, Chantel Spalla, is on the ground now. Hopefully everything is okay, nothing major, especially because this game is being very, very good to watch.
Yeah, the ref pulls aside Casiello. I'm sure just says, "Hey, you got to be careful. You already got a yellow card to your name. You don't want to be exiting this game at this moment."
Yeah, it'll definitely be a tough loss for the Colts.
Yeah, not somebody you want to lose. Obviously, she's got both goals for the Colts, so not somebody you're looking to lose. As the trainers tend to Chantel Spalla. We're going to take a few seconds to take a breather, and we'll be back when Spalla is up.
Seems to be everything okay.
Spalla walks off on our own power, which is good to see. We're going to restart this game. We're into the 103rd minute here at Colts pitch.
Yeah, another quick interruption to this game. Ref might let this first half of overtime roll for 1 or 2 more minutes.
About a minute 15 before we hit that added time, go in the extra time half. The Hawks, a free kick played in. That's a great kick by Haley Lewis. The Hawks find it. This Calendar battles with, I believe that's Casiello and Christie. The Hawks are going to have a throw in.
Yeah, Humber definitely now finding a pace of attacking. Caitlin Russell being one of the very most energetic players in that forward line. And the Colts quite rushed on defense, right? Trying to clear that ball at any cost.
Missed touch there by Mayoni, trying to get out into space. Unable to do so. The Hawks turn it back the other way. Nobody near that kick as DeVillis is just going to play it upfield, trying to find kickoff, but
a lucky touch there by DeVillis because Caitlin Russell was right there to stop and intercept that ball, but luckily that ball rolled out of bounds.
Throw in for the Colts, DeVillis on it. As we hit the 105th minute, to the end of the first half here in extra time, see what's added on by the ref.
A tough contact there.
That ball spins away.
Yep.
Weird spin on that ball over the head of Vasquez, but Cullen clears it out. Just back is Lewis with a nice touch. Has loads of space and takes it. That goes to Russell. Good body there by Horn. As Russell gets pushed back and has to play the ball to Debiaco. That finds its way back to Caitlin Russell. Russell alongside down to a Tor. A good move gets by DeKoff, but she stays on it. A good play by Miley DeKoff. But the Hawks keep the ball. Pass out wide is going to Calendar. Calendar double teamed with 2, spins away from 1. A good move gets by DeVillis. Another move gets by Mayoni. The shot on target's going to go to Crone Slate. She handles it well.
And that is the end of the first half of overtime. Nothing decided. Nothing, not a lot of chances created, but at the same time, it's going to be about 2 hours of soccer and about 2 hours of players running, and with a lot of passion, I would say. First half of the second time, quite energetic again. maybe matching the pace of regular time. So as both teams are now switching sides, we're gonna jump in straight into the second half. Players getting ready. See, not a lot of subs. Both teams got their bench players warming up. But right now, we just gotta push through any sort of injury, any sort of discomfort you have, and then just make sure you got that win, because it's worth a spot on the next rounds, worth a spot on championships. And second half is off. A long pass looking to find Natalia Casiello there, not able to control that one. Humber will get possession back.
Small the pressure on Callender. Keeps the pressure as Christie. The Hawks have to force the ball to the other side of the field. Goes into the middle to Chantel Spalla. Spalla is going to try and find Callender, just a missed kick there. Unable to find Callender.
Yeah, Callender just kind of gave up on that one.
That ball just flew to the right of Callender. And like you said, just kind of gave up on it. Maybe could have kept that ball in play, but that throw from Christie is just down the line.
Quick turnover. Hawks are now getting possession.
The ball works its way all the way back to Cullen. She plays it up, and Callender picks that off. Callender's cross goes into the box, into the middle.
Yeah, Cullen not very effective in clearing that one out. Maybe tried a short pass here to Simone Christie, but at that point, if you have two Humber players running at their max speed towards you, you just have to clear that ball out. Right? Emily, maybe try to find some other option that I, with my volleyball player eyes, could not see. But another dangerous chance by the Hawks right there.
I love saying volleyball player eyes as you're from Brazil and just, I don't know, you play soccer probably your whole life. As the ball finds Callender into the box, a good block there by Christie. She battles with Callender. Cullen takes it into the corner. Cullen plays it up to Casiello, who tries to play it by Acosta, unable to do so. Another good pickup by Christie, as Casiello is going to clear it out of danger. The Hawks are going to turn it back the other way. This ball finds Russell. Russell has space. One to beat, that's Simone Christie. Russell plays the ball in. Horn is going to clear it. But the Hawks still have the pressure. Kickoff tries to take that ball away from the Hawks defender. Unable to do so as Lewis plays it out wide to Russell. And again, one to beat, that's Simone Christie. Russell into the midfield. A good play by Simone Christie to get that off of Russell, as Mayoni plays it into good space around Russell. But that tackle, a hard tackle by Antonia Gatti. It's going to be a yellow card to Gatti. Another one for the Humber Hawks, and a free kick for the Colts.
Elizabeth Mayoni, the fan favorite for sure. Showed a lot of personality on that dribble there to get away with danger.
Yeah, just a great play. She puts it into space, avoids Caitlin Russell, and has loads of space after. Just a great play by Mayoni, obviously showing why she's an all-star this year. Free kick. Cullen's going to take it for the Colts. Right from the half line. Cullen's kick tries to be into the box, just kind of bends away as Casiello is running with it. Chantel Spalla tries to get to that ball off of her own head, unable to do so. A throw in for the Colts. The ball finds Vanessa Lima to Casiello, a good move. The cross trying to go in off the back of Spalla, still finds Vanessa Lima. Lima has a little bit of time, tries to find it, blocked by a Humber defender as Mayoni tries to get to that ball. Christie, a good header. We're playing a little bit of ping pong, back to Christie, but Mayoni keeps the ball and relieves a little bit of that pressure back to Cullen. That ball is trying to find Casiello. It does, off the chest. It is flagged for an offside as the Hawks are going to get the ball back. We're into the 109th minute here at Colts pitch. Still a 2-2 tie between the Hawks and the Colts. If we hit the 120th minute with no goals, we're going to head to penalty kicks, something that Pedro and I are used to seeing, apparently being in the commentator booth together. So I wouldn't.
Apparently, it's a trend.
I wouldn't put it past these two teams to not score and see some penalty kicks, as the Colts are going to take off their goal scorer. That is Natalia Casiello. She's off the field. Serena McDonald into the game for the Colts. Free kick over the head of everybody as the Hawks try and get the ball into the box. DeVillis just going to clear it. Back at it is Gatti. Gatti tries to play it alongside for Nichols. Just out of the reach of Nichols, and a throw in for the Colts.
I got no words.
I
got no words. I am very, very nervous. It feels like I'm in there playing. And just hope for the best for two teams, right? It's.
I cannot imagine what you were like last year in the Final Four. Then, if you're if you're all stressed out over a women's soccer game that you're not even involved in.
Yeah, that was definitely something. Definitely, I have to say, it feels really good to clinch a spot in the Final Four. I think it's a memorable experience.
Last year was electric. You guys playing the St. Clair Saints. Beating them.
Oh yeah, that game. That was a fun game. I won't forget that game not for a little while.
I think out of anything, the best moment for me was obviously that final point.
Michael Matsudo just dumped up. Oh my God.
You would think it's going to be a big, powerful swing, maybe from Jean-Luc or Reggetto or Leo Salazar. Nuh-uh. A dump off by Michael Matsudo wins the game. And just his face afterwards, we got good video of it. His face afterwards was, "Oh man, did I just do that? Did we just win?"
No wonder this game's electric, right? Both teams want to get there so bad they're giving up everything.
They want that ticket. As the Colts just marching up the field, continuously throwing the ball in off the head of a Hawks defender and getting the ball back. Ball finally makes its way into play to Vanessa Lima. She makes a good move to get by a couple Hawks defenders. That goes out wide to DeKoff. Her cross is just a bit behind Rowe, but Rowe gets to the ball with one defender to beat. Tries to do that Acosta, but Lewis with a good play there to keep the ball out of the box. The Hawks turn it back the other way. It's Caitlin Russell. Russell a couple moves to try and get by Mayoni, in the pass finally goes out wide to Ator. Ator's pass finds Nichols up at the top. Nichols' pass goes to Russell. That play is going to be out wide to Ator. Ator running onto that ball.
Not able to keep that one inbound.
Just a throw in for the Colts. Our score clock is having struggles over there now. It's an E2.
Yeah, we're about 7 minutes away from the end of the match.
Yeah, we're into the 112th minute. Our timer on our stream is just a minute ahead.
Yeah, things as is now. We're heading into peak kicks, but we still got 7 minutes and two very hungry teams playing. So
I don't even want to talk about that. The commentator's curse has to come if you're going to talk like that. Debbie Acco is only able to kick that ball into play. It'll be a throw-in for the Colts just over the half. Soledad Vasquez throw goes to Miley DeKoff. Tries to do something fancy, unable. The Hawks turn it back the other way. Lima shields as DeVillis is just going to boot that one over the heads of everybody. A throw in for the Hawks. Now we are into the 113th minute. A 2-2 tie between the Hawks and the Colts.
Right now, more than ever, you just need to focus on being organized. Actually, no, I take that back. You just need to focus on giving everything you have.
Oh, man, I love that.
You see all the players rushing to pressure, not giving the other team space for anything.
McDonald finds DeKoff out wide. DeKoff's cross just wide of the net. Misses everybody. Actually had a chance of going into the net. It got over the top of the goaltender, Angela Volpe. Doesn't make its way into the net, though. A goal kick as Volpe plays it quickly. Lewis just kind of clears it out over the head of Callender. Past Christie as Russell moving on to it. Good hustle there by Russell. Can't grab it. You like that rhyme there, Pedro? Hustle by Russell. It's a throw by Christie. Goes to McDonald. Tries a little fancy touch. Finds its way to Gatti as Mayoni and McDonald are going to head it down to Nayla Rowe. Lewis is going to kick that ball out of bounds off with nobody. It'll be a Colts.
Good head there by McDonald and a through pass. Kind of make it like a through pass to Nayla. Nayla Rowe was not able to keep that one inbound though, but Colts are getting up there.
Simone Christie on the throw, picked off and read well by Russell. She's going to be a hard
Yeah.
tackle by Simone Christie.
Hesitated on that throw-in and had to stop that play right there. A yellow card would not have been too much. And now Caitlin Russell is on the ground, taking her hand to her shoulder.
Yeah, it looks like shoulder, neck area for Caitlin Russell.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
The Hawks all huddled around Russell. Obviously, their captain, Caitlin Russell, a 4th year at a St. Martin's secondary school in Mississauga. Hopefully, Russell is okay, both for the Hawks. Getting tended to by the trainer. As she's getting tended to, we'll take a little break. We'll step aside.
Again, a miscommunication moment. Just it can cost you a lot in this game, right? Simone Christie kind of like did not know what to do in that throw-in, and she was just forced to stop the match, was forced to stop the game and reorganize. And at this point, that's everything you need to do.
Yeah, it was just that mistake on the throw-in. Russell was reading it the whole time. Just off of the feet of everybody. Russell picks it up. But a hard tackle by Christie has to stop the play pretty much, or Russell and the Hawks would have had a good offensive opportunity. Russell now up, just sitting up. They're checking in on her neck, I believe, possibly also a shoulder.
I believe mostly shoulder. That kind of a collision doesn't. It's more about like the trunk itself, not only not a lot about neck. But apparently she's walking out by herself out of the pitch. Is going to get some medical attention. Hopefully everything is okay.
Russell's just going to hang out along the side. Once this ball's back into play, I'm sure he'll wave her back on.
Yeah.
Could be a free kick for Caitlin Russell. Sorry, not Caitlin Russell. That's my bad. Caitlin Russell standing in front of me. Just got her mixed up. It's Haley Lewis on the free kick. My bad.
All the Colts players inside the box. Ball's up there.
Lewis with a good kick, headed away by Simone Christie. Russell waiting for a wave in as Nayla Rose got the ball waved in finally as we're back to even.
And Serena McDonald got the rebound.
Yeah, Serena McDonald taking off. Like I said, she's got probably the most speed in this game as McDonald tries a through ball, trying to find kickoff, unable. Mistake there by Debiakos. Played to Lima, unable to do so. Cullen, a good play there by Emily Cullen. But the Hawks turn it back the other way. Horn plays the ball down to her feet and just kind of kicks it over the head of Russell. Russell and Nayla Rowe are going to battle. Rowe has the ball. Russell still battles with her, grabbing a hold of the arm as Rowe kind of throws an arm at her.
Yeah, it's going to be a
yellow
card for sure.
To Nayla Rowe.
It's a very, very heated moment there. Something you really want to avoid. Nayla Rowe, one of the key players for the Colts.
Yeah, just let the emotions get the best of her. Russell was holding on to her arm, and she just kind of threw a forearm at her.
Collins looking to get that ball up to the opponent's box.
Line judge and the ref having a quick discussion. They're thinking no red card. They're probably talking about a red card. As it obviously
There's going to be another conversation. And ref is running towards. Actually, no, she's letting that game roll.
Just getting into position. We're into the 118th minute with 2 to go here at Colts pitch. Cullen's free kick into the box. Nayla Rowe off the head. Soledad Vasquez unable to get there as Eldina Horn with just a dangerous little kick there.
Yeah, that one. I believe it's normal given the
just trying to get
the time
ball.
we're at this game.
Yeah, just trying to get the ball. Just trying to, play that ball into the box, and Horn unable to connect with the ball and connects with the Hawks defender. It'll be a free kick for the Hawks.
And we are now in the 120th minute mark. It's just a matter of how many minutes of stoppage time the ref's going to give.
You got to think at least 3, at least, with Russell going down. A couple subs, all sorts, as the Colts cleared out of their box. Serena McDonald, a good pickoff. Lewis, another good clear. But McDonald and Nayla Rowe runs onto it. Nayla Rowe, a little mistouch, but keeps the ball. She crosses past Acosta as The Hawks clear it out. Christie just ahead her, keeps it out a dangerous way, which is that of Callender. The throw in by the Hawks. Over the head as Mayoni takes another head to the forehead. She's all right, though. She's up. She'll be all right as Callender finds the ball. Christie and Callender battle one more time. A good challenge there by Simone Christie, keeps the ball. And there's the hard tackle by Caitlin Russell.
Yeah, that was, I have to
free kick
say,
for the Colts.
a lot of frustration on the Humber side of the crowd, but that was the right call because number 9, Caitlin Russell, kind of came to stop that play and did not get a touch. Got a touch on the ball, but
she came in hard. We all know that shoulder to shoulder is cool, but not so far. So that really wasn't shoulder to shoulder. She came in dangerously there. If we're going to get a substitution, Sydney Fraser back into the game. Serena McDonald is going to exit. We hit the 1:20 mark here at Colts Pitch. We're into added time here in overtime.
Emily Cullen just clearing that one out, taking that ball to the attacking side of the pitch.
Cullen's kick tries to find Rowe. The ball eventually finds Mayoni. They keep battling, and it's going to be a free kick for the Colts, kicked away by Antonia Gatti. Was it by Gatti? Who was that? It was Gatti, and that's going to be a red card to Antonia Gatti. Just a tough little play there by Antonia Gatti. Undisciplined, really, by Gatti. So now we go to 11 on 10. Gatti's going to exit. Down a man is the Humber Hawks with just a couple minutes left, you would assume, and added time. Colts got a chance here to score.
Cullen will take that one again.
Cullen's free kick is a good one. Into the box off the head of the Humber Hawks. Cullen hustles to it. 2 Hawks coming her way. Cullen dribbles into the corner. Emily Cullen slides. That's Lewis. Lewis is going to play that out.
And we are going to penalty kicks,
we
Jack.
head to penalty kicks. Colts
My
pitch.
worst nightmare. Oh my God, that's going to be an interesting one. 2 teams that have very strong shot takers, I guess.
We got to talk to our boss and stop getting us on these calls, I guess. Or maybe it's a good thing that we got some good soccer coming your way.
It was. I have to say, it was a great game. Probably the best game I've seen the Colts and the Hawks playing this season. And definitely a game that was up to the standards of a quarterfinal game, right? Yeah. We're going to PKICs now. Everything can happen, as I'd say. As I believe, PKICs are more about lucky than technique, and like to a certain extent, right? But it's something that's certainly very bad for my health. I don't know if I want to watch. I mean, I do want to watch, but I don't know if that's going to be good for my mental health.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for our mental health. It's been a long day already here at the Athletic and Wellness Center. Colts
2 hours of soccer, and now everything is resumed to who can score a penalty.
Yeah, we got 5 kicks coming your way from each team. Obviously, best of 5. Whoever scores the most through 5. If not, we go 1 for 1 after that.
Yeah, Redeemer players definitely watching this game. Looking to what their next opponent are going to have to show in the next round, as this game is worth that spot. We got the ticket right here, right beside us.
All right. I got a fun one for you, Pedro. Who's kicking? Let's start with the Colts. We don't know we know a little bit about the Hawks, but obviously we know a lot more about the Colts.
Yeah.
Who's kicking? Who do you think? Who's
for
coming?
the Colts, Soledad Vasquez and Elizabeth Mayoni would be my picks for sure, because they do not know what pressure means. They are very cold when they're up there. I would say Lima as well.
And Vanessa Lima.
Vanessa Lima, Emily Cullen as the key players, the main players in this team. I believe they will be taking a shot as well.
That 5th one, maybe?
The 5th one is a little more tricky. I'd give it to Nayla Rowe, in my opinion. I think Nayla is a very is a player that could take that shot for the Colts.
Yeah, maybe you look to Miley DeKoff, 3rd in all-time goals here for the Centennial Colts. a very potent goal scorer for the Colts. You never know what's going on. I mean, last year we saw the George Brown Huskies bring their goalie forward to kick, so you never know what's going to come.
It's always something very interesting, right? Moving to that Humber squad right now. I have to say, number 9, Kaylin Russell, and number 6, Cassie Ettore are gonna be for sure up there.
Absolutely, can't forget.
Yeah,
and not forget our favorite player so far, Khalees Callender. She's definitely going to have a kick there.
Yeah, I would dare to say Doreen would also go up there to take one for the Hawks.
Diaco maybe from the back line. You just never know. You've got a couple fifth years on this roster. Maybe give them a shot. Obviously, Gatti unable to make to take a kick, being sent off with a red card. But you've got a strong, powerful leg of Haley Lewis. She's been very good on the back end, taking free kicks. You never know what's coming your way. We've got our predictions coming. I believe we're going to see the left side of your screen is going to be where the PKs are going to be happening. It's going to be on the Centennial Colts side of the pitch. We're going to bring as much as we can to you.
Yeah, we're looking to see if we figure out where the P-kicks are going to be happening. I believe it's going to be on the left side, as the keeper, Jordan Cronsley, and the Hawks keeper, Angela Volpe, they're also heading to that goal. And oh my God, I do not know what to say. I do not know what to expect. At this point, I believe I don't really know what's going through the players' heads. You know, it is a substantial moment. It is a moment that to summarize everything that happened in our season, right? First of all, shout out to both teams. Have performed a great game of soccer right now. It's been a great show, and no matter the result, I enjoy being here, watching it, and looking for more, but at the same time, grateful for what I've seen. As we got Jordan Cronsley
looks like
getting ready to
are going to kick first.
Take on the first B kick by the Hawks. Let's see who's up there. And there we go. Caitlin Russell will take the first one. The leader, as expected, you want her to take the first one for the Hawks. Caitlin Russell slowly walking up there. I'd say it is important to have your main player taking the first shot for you.
Russell stepping up to the ball. Russell steps up to the ball, obviously going to make sure her place is anywhere. Ref clearing up views for both Cronsley and Russell. Cronsley has been good in her time as a goalkeeper in PKs, only a couple times. Russell steps up to the ball.
Oh my God.
And the first kick of PKs.
Caitlin Russell for the ball.
Russell shot and she scores. Caitlin Russell with the first goal of the PKs.
Yeah, as it tells you to do in the manual of soccer, go to the keeper to one side, the ball to the other. Hawks are now up one in the P-kicks. And now Elizabeth Mayoni, as I called Elizabeth Mayoni going up there to take the first one for the Colts.
Oh, there we go. Now we got a good behind the goal look at this kick. Elizabeth Mayoni stepping up to the ball. She did kick against the Georgetown Huskies last year and did score for the Colts. Elizabeth Mayoni on the kick. Mayoni on the shot, and she scores. Sneaks it past the goaltender, Angela Volpe. We're going to get a good angle here. Volpe guessed right. A good shot, though, by Elizabeth Mayoni as she ties it at one.
Yeah. Now 1-1. Elizabeth Mayoni went for a very precise shot right there on the right corner. Volpe kind of got there a little bit before. That could have been recalled, but since she scored, there's not much the ref will do. So
back to the Humber Hawks, looking to take the lead one more time. It's Rosie Nichols on the kick for the Humber Hawks. Steps up. And that ball sneaks into the back of the net. Crone Slate guessed right, but just dove a little bit too far off the hands of Crone Slate. As it goes back to the Centennial Colts, it'll be Soledad Vasquez.
So my 2 first calls are right, Jack. Soledad Vasquez taking the second one for the Colts, who was already responsible for tying the game against Seneca in the last 5 minutes. There was a P-kick awarded for the Colts, and Soledad Vasquez was the one who took it, and avoiding the Colts to be handed their first loss.
Vasquez, the best PK taker in the OCAA so far. 7 goals, 5 of them on the PK. Vasquez with the shot, and she buries it. Volpe dives to the left. Vasquez scores, making it 2-2, and it goes back to the Humber Hawks.
Lovely. Again, how it has been thought. The keeper to one side, the ball to the other side. It's 2-2, nothing decided, and walking up there right now, we got number 6, Cassie Ettore. I should have bet money on it. Cassie Ettore taking the third one for the Hawks. Cassie Ettore up there for the Hawks against Jordan Cronsley in a PKX dispute. That ball seemed to not quite be on the right spot.
Ettore on the kick. Cronsley guesses right again, but buries it. Past Cronsley is Ettore. We're going to see Captain Cullen step up to the box, back to the Colts, looking to tie it at 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, Jordan Cronsley was not able to get a very, very strong touch on that ball. That ball went in, so it's now 3-2 for the Hawks in the P-kicks. Cullen taking that one for the Colts right now, trying to make it equal.
Most experienced Colt so far for the Colts, the captain. Cullen with the shot, a good shot there. Volpe to the wrong side. Cullen buries it as they tie it at 3, and up steps the dangerous one. It's Khalees Callender for the Humber Hawks.
Yeah, Jordan, it's on Jordan's hands now. We have to hope for a save so he can get up there, as we only got 2 more players who will be taking on P-kicks. So any miss or save right now would be very, very well seen by both teams.
Yeah, this is crunch time for both goalies in Volpe and Crone Slate. But Crone Slate in net for this one against Khalees Callender. Callender slowly to the ball. A good guess by Crone Slate, and she makes the save. What a save by Crone Slate, as the Colts now have the lead. Miley DeKoff up steps to take a 4-3 lead.
Jordan Cronsley saving that one with her leg. Give Miley DeKoff the best of the scenarios. Colts are now with the chance to get up there, make it 4-3. Jordan Cronsley just setting the scene up to Miley DeKoff. Miley now with less pressure on that one. He's going to be able to take that one a little more cleanly.
Miley DeKoff, as we mentioned, the 3rd all-time in Centennial Colts goal scoring here, steps up to try and make it a 4-3 lead for the Colts. As DeKoff skies that over the net. A mistake by Miley DeKoff as the Hawks escape. That save by Crone Slate. DeKoff skies it. That's going to make it a 3-3 tie still as we send the 5th kicker to the box.
Bediako going up there to take that one for the Hawks. 3-3 again. No teams on the lead now. Bediako is now going to take that ball for the Hawks. Another P-kick to maybe get ahead on the scoreboard once again.
Crone Slate looks to make another save. Bediako to the kick. Bediako takes a shot and she buries it. Anon Bediako with the goal. And like we predicted, every single kicker so far, I think, Vanessa Lima is going to head to the box to try and tie it and extend these PKs.
Yeah, Vanessa Lima walking up there. Has to score now. That is a very, very crucial moment. That's the most important moment in the season for Vanessa Lima and for the Colts. She has to make that one.
Lima on the kick, attempting to push this past. Lima the shot, and she scores. A good guess there by Angela Volpe.
Oh my God, Jack, please call an ambulance right now.
Off the hands of Volpe, a good guess there, but Lima powers it past her.
4-4, both teams missed one attempt, and now we're just going down the roster. All the players might take a P-kick here until everything is solved. Jordan Crunsley getting ready and walking up to take that one for the Hawks right now. Number
14.
Yeah,
that's
14,
Haley Lewis.
Haley Lewis.
So that's somebody I thought would also be kicking today. So now
Jordan Crunsley getting ready. There goes Lewis.
Crunsley guesses
again.
wrong.
Yeah.
Lewis pots it, and that's going to send forward Nayla Rowe for the Centennial Colts. Again, trying to extend it.
Yeah, Nayla Rowe going up there to take that one for the Colts. Very, very experienced player in this Colts squad. Slowly walking up there to take that one. Again, it has to score. It's everything on her now.
Rowe setting it up. If Rowe were to miss here, that would end it.
Gets ready. And scores.
Nayla Rowe powers that past the goaltender of Angela Volpe.
That's what we call the safe shot. In the middle, high up there.
Right up the middle, out of the reach of any goaltender making a dive. That's going to send up. Who is that? What number is coming to the box?
I believe that's number 18. I believe that's number 18, Alyssa Fraga. Going up there to take another one for the Hawks. That P-kick is getting a little bit extended. There goes Fraga. Goes up, and there it goes. Same shot in the middle, right up there. Jordan Crunsley tried to guess that one again, this time to the right side, but again in the middle. Jordan Crunsley could not do much on that one. And now walking up there, the first team All-Star and All-Rookie team, Sydney Fraser. Again, a very, very crucial moment for the Colts right now. As
a stressful moment for a rookie, but she's been up to the task all year. Sydney Fraser on the kick. Guessed right by Angela Volpe. And the Humber Hawks move on.
The Humber Hawks move on. A lot of celebration. They did fight their way back in this game. And the Colts will say farewell to the league once again in the quarterfinals. It's a very, very sad moment given the potential we had in this team, the plays we had. So, that's.
We're having a little discussion, believe it or not. The refs in Lima are having a little discussion. Not sure what's going on. We'll figure this out as we go.
Again, Colts just falling short. I don't know what's going on right now, but seems like Jordan Crunsley's ready to save another one. We'll see what's going to be the call here.
We are discussing. We're trying to figure it out. It looks like this game will be over.
It's now the score of 6-5. That's
Let's get him. Yep. And the game is over. It is for sure a final. The Humber Hawks move on to the quarterfinals. They'll take on, or sorry, to the semifinals. They'll take on the Redeemer Royals. That's coming October 25th to 27th. The Seneca Sting will be the host of that game. They'll play the Redeemer Royals.
Yeah, the Humber Hawks again showing why they're known to be a playoff team, especially after a very shaky regular season. I'd say I think that was definitely not on the plans of the Hawks. So, but again, they being able to pull through and. Again, making it to the Final Four, repeating the achievements of last year.
They were recording Jack and.
But again, no reason to be sad for the Colts. We do know that the potential was there. We do know that the talent was there, and it's just for the sake of sports. It's just how it goes, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. They did have a very, very good season. This, believe it or not, was their first loss in the season, right? And tough that happening now, but again, it's tough. It's tough.
Thank you for joining us all year round.
Congratulations to all the players, coaching staff. We got a bunch of rookies playing a vital role in this game, but again. It's sports. It's how it goes. We're just waiting for Jack to finish the announcements here about the Final Four. Humber will be taking on the Redeemer Royals. And on the other brackets, I'll get a confirmation on you on who's taking who, just to see how this league's moving forward. Jack. Tough one for the Colts, right? Tough one, especially in the P kicks. That's definitely not your one higher season, and even especially after how it started, right? That is the Colts' first loss in the season. They were undefeated up until this point, and tough that it happened now. But again, I was saying here, congratulations to all the players, all the coaching staff. That has been a very memorable season, one of the best regular seasons in the program's history, right?
Oh, absolutely. Congratulations also to the Humber Hawks for moving on to the semifinals. They'll take on the Redeemer Royals on October 25th at Seneca. Seneca's playing host to that.
On the other side, Seneca will be playing Sheridan. Sheridan was able to pull through and defeat the Durham Lords.
That's something we probably actually weren't expecting over there. So the Sheridan Bruins move on to take on the Seneca Sting. So there's your Final Four, the Seneca Sting, the Sheridan Bruins, the Redeemer Royals, and the Humber Hawks. Any final time?
Thank you again for tuning in. It's been a pleasure watching this team play. Congratulations again to the men's soccer team. They've had a great season, a very positive season, and I've had a very good time here watching them playing. Right, we'll be back for the indoor season.
Absolutely.
Right, as the season is now done for both men's and women's soccer team.
Yeah, that doesn't finish us here on ColtsNet Live. We've got men's and women's volleyball. We also got men's and women's basketball in the indoor season, so please stick around. Any last words before we close it out, Pedro?
I would just say thank you, shout out for all to all the media team who made this kind of event possible. Right, this is something that definitely adds a little bit of our own touch to the show, and thank you for the opportunity of being able to work with the sport I love. Soccer is something that I enjoy. As you said, I'm from Brazil. I believe that's a rule. And you
have to enjoy it over there.
Yeah, we have to. But thank you. It was very meaningful, something that I will take with me for the rest of my life.
Absolutely. So that's going to do it for us here from Colts Pitch at Progress Campus. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on ColtsNet Live. That's going to do it. My name's Jack Middleton alongside Pedro Castellato. For our producer, Leo Solorzano, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next time.